This week on Undercover Boss, the CEO of Budget Blinds, the largest window coverings franchise in America, poses as an out-of-work artist looking to start a new career.
Hi, Dennis. I'm Tom.
How are you doing, Tom?
Good. How are you?
All right.
He'll trade in his laid-back Southern California lifestyle for a mohawk and a pair of combat boots. And while working undercover...
So where are you from?
A little town known for its nude beach.
Really?
He'll receive some special attention from an admirer.
I think I'm going to invite Tom to my hot tub tonight after work.
But how will he react when he finds out not all of his employees are fans?
Someone sitting in an office in California can't tell me what Chicago's up to.
Chad, who's the CEO of the company, Chad is more set in his ways. He's all Hollywood, and we kind of make fun of that.
Oh, I bet.
Find out next on Undercover Boss. With an annual revenue of $240 million, Budget Blinds is the largest window coverings franchise in the United States. Headquartered in Orange County, California, with more than 800 franchise locations nationwide, this window treatment empire is led by one man.
I'm Chad Hallock, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Budget Blinds. Budget Blinds is the most convenient way consumers can shop for window treatments. Blinds, shades, shutters, draperies. We carry just about anything that is going to go on or near a window. We're the it in window covering franchise businesses. I was born in Anaheim, California. My twin brother and I came first, and then my younger brother came second, 7 years later. And at a very young age, my brothers and I had to work. We had to try to support the family. Our father had left us, and our mother was left doing 3 jobs. That left us, kind of the 3 boys, living with their mom and just doing anything we could to help keep a roof over our heads. So back then, I'm gonna say 16, 17 years old, there was a lot of anger and resentment probably, but then it really was my mother's husband, Alan, and he looked at me and said something so minimal but made such a difference, a switch in my mind. And that was, Chad, what makes you think your parents owe you anything? If you want something in life, go get it yourself. That was the moment I said, you know what? Alan is right. What is stopping me from being as successful as I want to be? Really? And from that point on, I was going to be successful. One way or the other, I was going to get there. Without a college degree and really nothing else to fall back on, I've been in the blind business now since the age of 19. A buddy of mine and I started this other company, and we grew it to where it was going to be a very large window covering franchise. So to make a long story short, I was kicked to the curb and I lost everything. I had to literally start from scratch. So I called my friends and my family members and said, let's do our own business together. And with $5,000 each, Budget Blinds was born. And then lucky for us, by our 3rd and 4th month, we were doing over $100,000 a month in sales. And we've grown into the largest window covering franchise on the planet.
Sausages, cheese too.
As you know, we're getting ready to go undercover.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm not really that nervous, just anxious a little bit. I want to see what it's all about. The executives at Budget Blinds are made up by myself, Todd, David, Tony, and my twin brother, Brent.
Chad is the CEO, and he's very focused on our vision, on marketing, all the key elements that really help Budget Blinds become very successful.
You actually gonna use a drill? Yeah, I'm gonna do some installation.
Are you going right hand or left hand on the drill?
Right hand, I'm pretty sure. The 5 of us are extremely close.
Do you know which one makes it go forward?
Yeah, it does have an F on it, I think. I can do the F. We work together almost every day. We go to lunch together almost every day.
He's used to the one that goes like this.
I think we each fill a perfect void within our company that makes it a whole. The Budget Blinds franchise network really consists of 2 things. It consists of the franchisor and the franchisees. Corporate's the franchisor. We do the training, we do the support. Franchisees are the feet on the street. They're the ones that are out selling blinds, installing blinds. So you get to run your show, you get to have your dream, you get to run things the way you want to do it, but you get to kind of cater it to a system that's been proven. I think the franchisees absolutely have a ton of respect for, not just myself, but the 4 other partners. As a matter of fact, we have videos of franchisees in tears saying they do better than they ever even dreamt possible. That makes being part of Budget Blinds the most rewarding thing it could ever possibly be. All right, good luck.
Thanks.
I was previously married, which just didn't pan out. Good shot. There's nothing on this planet that you can care so much for than your own flesh and blood, your own child. What's the course you're having the toughest time with right now?
Geometry's pretty hard right now.
That means more studying, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
The one that tries the hardest succeeds. Now I'm married again to a wonderful woman named Jen.
It's unbelievable. I have to cut your hair.
Yeah.
I think Chad is going to be very surprised at what he learns out on the road. Are you ready?
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready, but let's do it.
I think it'll be hard for him to hold back if he sees someone doing something wrong. He hasn't done this in 20 years.
With me going undercover, I want to see if the franchisees are optimizing their ability to make the most successful business they can make.
Oh, this is going to be quite a different look for you, that's for sure.
I want to see them selling correctly, installing correctly.
I know hair is very important to you.
So that their businesses can grow bigger than they've ever felt. Bottom line, I want to see if they are doing the business in such a way that they can shine. I don't know if it catches on fire, if that's a good thing or not.
I like it.
While undercover, I'll be posing as Tom Robbins, an artist who works with iron. My employees will be told that I'm taking part in a reality show called Second Chances,
Hipster glasses.
where a failed businessman gets a chance to win financial backing to start a new company. Okay, gang, are you ready for this?
Come on out.
All right, here we come.
No way. Oh my gosh. Wow.
What do you
You're
think?
like a totally different person. That's
Would you recognize anything?
No.
I can't tell what's like from the back.
It looks really cool, actually.
Yeah? Normally when I do things, I've got a team. Be good, Ian. For the first time since I can't remember when, I'm going it alone. So that's a little nerve-wracking. Today I'm starting out in Morris, Illinois. I looked into this franchisee before coming today, and quite frankly, his sales in a single territory aren't stellar. So my hope today is to find a way to improve his sales and become one of the top producers in our franchise company. Are you Keith?
I'm Keith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
All righty.
I'm a franchisee owner. We've been in business 10 years.
Oh, great.
And so
Nice to meet you.
we're gonna go to a consultation. So that's a sales appointment. So let's head to the consultation.
All right, let's do it.
If he is going to pursue a career in window coverings, he would need to shave a little more often, and his wardrobe would need to change a little bit.
So you've been doing this for 10 years?
It'll be our 10-year anniversary.
Oh, well, congratulations.
So, 10 years ago, my kids were little.
So
we
you
have
have
two
kids?
kids. We have two kids, Cody, who's 15, and Megan, who's 13.
Oh, wow.
And that's a huge, real important thing for me, is my kids.
Yeah.
So with my daughter being 3, it was time to make the nursery into a little girl's room.
Yeah.
The local franchisee, he came out, he sold us a blind. My wife started talking about what an interesting concept this was, and that's how the whole thing started.
Oh, my God.
And next thing I know, we're flying out to corporate headquarters in California and doing a little discovery day.
Oh, what was that like?
Chad, who's the CEO of the company, he kind of took us around, told us what we were getting into type thing.
Keith has no idea who I am. I love it.
There's 5 owners
There's
of Budget
5?
Blinds. There's 5. And so there's 2 brothers, 2 twin brothers. Very different personalities, by the way.
Oh, yeah, how are they
Even though
different?
Brent's kind of just go with the flow type thing, more laid back. Chad is, I think, more serious, more set in his ways. He's all Hollywood, and we kind of make fun of that. You know, us here in the Midwest, we're just more laid back.
Oh, I bet. I might be passionate and intense about the business, and that's why I'm so, as he would say, serious about what I do.
Hello. Keith from Budget Blinds. Hey, Keith. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Tom.
I'm Tom, hi.
So we're gonna be looking at some window coverings today.
This room and in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what I got is a little catalog here. And it's just a lot of different pictures in there of all kinds of different treatments. Did you guys have a product in mind that you were thinking about doing?
Not necessarily a product in mind, but
You want to be able to control light?
yeah.
Do you wish it was lighter, darker? Is it hot? Is it cold?
Not really.
I think Keith is really good at asking questions.
Would you see yourself as being a little more casual, or you want this room to be a little more formal?
But there's sometimes too many questions.
Or are you leaning more towards a white off-white or more of a stained?
And too many choices.
There's a huge variety of colors.
Sometimes less is more in sales. But the real problem I see here is Keith is just not taking control of the situation and directing these folks.
As you see things you like, we'll talk about them, and I'll tell you what they do.
This is new to them, but he's been doing it for 10 years. He should be able to say, boom, you should do this. This is what I think looks great, but he hasn't done that.
No.
Don't be afraid to say no, because there's a lot in that catalog.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a while, so go right ahead and tell me no on stuff.
I don't know. I need someone to tell me what to do.
So if we go a little bit darker here, and if we're thinking the white shutters over there, we're actually gonna get light from back there. What I would do is when you guys wanna do that, I would actually bring back our drapery specialist. This will be a little bit bold. I mean, it is gonna make a statement. It's gonna jump. The nice thing about paint, there are so many colors out there. Just keep going through there.
Okay.
See where we get.
I don't know. Do you have a idea?
I'm not done. Tom just kind of sat there because I'm sure he's never done anything like that before. We're gonna bring up a new book and we're gonna go through some new choices.
This is taking way too long. 2 rooms shouldn't take you longer than an hour at max, and that's driving me nuts.
How about that one?
I can clearly see why Keith's sales aren't stellar.
Are we thinking this is the winner then for in here?
I think so.
Okay, so when you're ready to order, we'll order the shades from the manufacturer.
Originally, we were talking about those windows. Did I miss something?
We were a little crunched on time.
Oh, got it.
You know, instead of rushing into something, we want to make sure that it's absolutely perfect and it looks great. So we get to do this all over again, which is a good thing.
Today's consultation appointment really opened my eyes to the fact that these franchisees may need a lot more design experience. Keith's owned this business for 10 years. He should know by now how to walk in and design a room.
All right, maybe we'll pull over right here and we can have some coffee.
You were talking just earlier about your sales and how you do that.
I really want to kind of just guide them along.
Is that how the franchisor taught you or teaches you how to do it?
I think they're a little bit more, direct with their sales approach. They want you to go in there and do a job and get the sale and move on to the next one. For the most part, corporate's great.
Yeah.
But there are some things that they are very set in their ways about.
Yeah.
I feel that they look at it nationwide. And so as long as it's working for the majority, that's what we're going to stick with. Instead of being maybe a little bit more flexible and saying, hey, regionally, this might work better in this region. With my territory being very rural, I'd like to see more regional advertising, like Chicago. We have our own TV station.
I take it very personally when Keith starts disagreeing with the way corporate spends the advertising dollars, because that's really what I do, and that's my bailiwick.
So if I could see that commercial, that'd be great.
If you take what Keith mentioned to heart, that would mean every 800 of our franchisees would have their own local market. Well, then you wouldn't have any kind of national advertising fund.
So what's the use? Don't take any money and spend it all yourself and do it all wrong, or let me spend it where I know it's best.
Chad, our CEO, I think his background, was marketing, if I remember right. So that's kind of his baby. If I or someone else has gone up to him and been like, man, that thing really doesn't work. Pretty rigid guy. He doesn't take suggestions too well without getting overly defensive about them.
I don't think I'm defensive. I think I actually know what I'm talking about, and I've got incredible logic and rationale to support the decisions we make.
I just hope that they don't forget the little guy and get to a point where they won't listen to us anymore.
I don't like excuses. Keith definitely needs help. He could do more appointments per day and subsequently make more money each and every month. And I've got to figure out a way to make that happen.
I just noticed the time here, so it looks like we got to get to the next appointment. Hang on to your coffee and we're going to get going.
Yesterday I was in rural Illinois. Today I'm in the metropolitan area of Chicago. This has a completely different vibe, a completely different look and feel. I'm not really that familiar with high-rise type metropolitan areas. So I'm hoping to find some insights that maybe I can pass along to the other metropolitan areas we've got franchisees. You're Maris here?
I'm Maris.
Hi, Maris. I'm Tom. I think you're training me today.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Sorry about the gloves.
No, please, absolutely. So, what's your background? What are you wanting to do?
Well, I actually had an iron art business. I welded art out of iron, and it didn't do so well.
Okay.
The economy killed me.
We're gonna do an installation. So let's go pull our boxes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Grab the ladder, and we're gonna load into the car. Oh, yeah. This is wonderful. Put this in here. Here we are. So we are going to unload everything out of the car. We'll knock on the door, introduce ourselves, go inside, and we take off our shoes. So if anything, just follow me and follow my lead. Got it?
Will do, you got it.
Perfect, let's go. You can bring that clipboard.
Maris's personality is just on top of things. She's gonna get things done today.
Hi. We are here to do your installation. I wanted to introduce you to Tom. He's going to be working with me today.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll set everything down here. And that's me, and then we're going to take off our shoes. Okay, got it. Here. I never lean anything up against the wall.
Oh, okay.
So we are self-contained, so if you need to do something else, we'll come find you if we need anything. Okay, thank you so much. So we'll open it up, take the blind out, take out the bubble wrap. And then I'll do the first installation, you'll watch me, and then you can do the next one.
You got it.
We'll do all the brackets first, and then we'll pop in the shades.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a couple of inches in from the sides on both places. Okay.
Oops, sorry about that.
Tom, I want all my customers happy, so it's very important to me that everything fits perfectly. Yep. Now it's your turn, Tom.
Okay. Whoops. In front of my own franchisee, I can't even screw a screw into the thing without dropping it. That was a little bit embarrassing.
I'll take the drill from you. You know, I think this was Tom's first time working with a drill and some screws. Good. Got both sides in?
Oh, not yet. Yeah. Let me scoot the
Maybe if you
ladder
center up your ladder,
Yeah.
that might be a better position.
There it goes.
Is it in? Totally in? Okay. So you just installed your first set of blinds. How do you feel like you did?
I think it went okay.
Would I see Tom as a budget blind franchisee? Absolutely not. He just did not have it for me. He was just too quiet, too meek-mannered, and he just wasn't thinking fast enough. Okay, put this in this box, let's put on our shoes, and we're gone. Age before beauty.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I only have one.
Okay.
One 15-year-old. His name is Ian.
All right.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have two sons. I have a 12-year-old boy. His name is Tyler, and I have a 10-year-old, and his name is Peyton. Tyler plays football, but now Tyler's injured. I've got to take him to a neurologist.
What? Neurologist?
Yes.
What do you
Well,
mean?
he got a stinger, went for rehab, was cleared after 6 weeks, went back to play football. 3 weeks into it, got another one. Now it's so bad he can't write.
Oh, my gosh.
And so, like, no right-hand movement.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
he can't, so I've got to try to find another neurologist to find him, or to take him to, but everybody's, like, all booked up. And then try to call these freaking doctor offices, and I'm like, can someone just see him?
Yeah,
He cannot write. He's 12.
That's scary. Whenever a family member, especially your son or daughter, is ill or something's wrong, there's nothing worse in life. And so, in this particular situation, when Maris has a son that might have some neurological damage, that's just super scary. I hope everything works out okay.
I will show you how I do some of my marketing.
Okay.
Weekend stuff catalogs. Specifically where I'm located, I'm in the city of Chicago. So it's much more difficult to find a client. I have high rises, so what I do is I do direct marketing. I call it juicing the doorman. You know, if I don't know if I'm getting everybody in the building, if I go and make a relationship with the doorman, the resident owners are gonna look to that doorman as someone to ask, who does window treatments? Who does this? Who does that?
Are they receptive to that?
They are. Sometimes they're very receptive, and sometimes it's as simple as, here's 20 bucks, thank you so much.
You grease them.
Oh, I grease them. I call it juicing them.
Juicing them.
I juice my doorman.
Maris seems to be a hustler. I think she's really created her own way of approaching this marketplace, and I can tell it's working.
Our corporate office does a really great job in terms of advertising, but I think they should do a better job in terms of local advertising. Living here, I know what my customers are looking for, and someone sitting in an office in California can't tell me what Chicago's up to. You know, so we spend a lot of money giving our corporate office on advertising, but I don't feel like it's really being capitalized.
Yesterday, when Keith brought up the National Advertising Fund, I got a little defensive.
If we're all pooling in our money to the corporate office, why can't we have some control locally? Out of 15 franchises, 10 of us say, yes, we should have a billboard on 290.
But after now hearing about it a couple times, I've really got to go back and rethink how this whole thing should work.
We're just gonna get a little bit of this office work done. Don't be afraid, because you don't get paid by the hour.
Today I'm in Middleton, Wisconsin, working undercover in the factory where our blinds are made. These employees here at this facility actually handle all of our blinds. So I'm here today just to make sure that when that product is manufactured, it's manufactured at the highest level, the highest quality, so that it ensures our franchisees get the best product at the best price. Hi, are you Pam?
Pam's right over there, blue shirt.
Blue shirt. Which one's Pam?
Hi, I'm Pam.
Hi, Pam. I'm Tom. Nice to meet you. Tom, yeah.
You're gonna start working here at Spring.
I'm gonna give it a shot, yeah.
Okay, let's get you started. This is my friend Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. I'm Tom. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
We have 3 steps that we do to get to the color that we want.
Okay.
We're gonna hang the rail. They're heavy and they're long, and we need 2 people to hand it for safety.
Yep.
Go through the paint line, it gets sprayed, and then take it down and pack it.
Got it.
Okay, let's get to work, and I'll get hooked up with some safety equipment. Okay, here are your gloves. See if they fit you.
Okay.
And this is your sleeve.
Sounds like
This
a
is
plan.
protected so when you're carrying the rods.
Got it. Real quick, where's the restroom? Can you point me the way?
Right around that corner.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome,
Be right
Tom.
back.
So do you think he's cute? I think he's cute. So, an older guy, huh? Tom has a famous rock star look. Skinny body and the tight legs. Cute guy, cute dude. Here he comes.
Am I on this side now?
You could be at this end and I'll be at this end.
All right, you got it.
Okay, see those little slabs there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hook this in there. Whoa! Whoops!
Uh-oh, that's it.
Yeah, whoops! There you go. He's really awkward. He's a bowl in China cabinets. I think we have about 20 left to go. Okay, ready? And again.
The hardest part about this job is really the monotony of doing the same thing over and over. All day, over and over and over again.
Woo, all the sweating you do, you think I'd be skinny. Okay, move it. You're gonna have to bend down a little bit because you're a pretty tall guy.
No problem.
There you go. Tom was tall, but I told him that when he got down to the bottom that he needed to bend because otherwise he'd be like this. And you'd be doing that all day long. You'd go home with a backache. But I got a hot tub. I get to go home and I sit in mine every night. There you go.
High five. High five, girl. You did good.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
warm in here today. Oh, Tom made me a little flustered. I thought he was very attractive. I think I'm going to invite Tom to my hot tub tonight after work. There you go.
So where are you from?
A little town called Mazamanie. It's known for its nude beach down on the Wisconsin River.
Really?
We don't have a lot of men in here, have you noticed?
Yeah, I see that.
These are gonna go through, and then they're gonna come out, so we have a 30-minute wait.
Oh, okay. So how long you been doing this?
I've been here at the company for 26 years.
You're a trooper. How you like it?
Don't tell me that.
Really? Do you guys do a lot of things for recognizing your employees here?
And we don't have picnics. We used to have a picnic and they don't do that anymore.
Nobody's complaining about that or talking about that?
Yeah, well, doesn't go anywhere, and they'll show you the door if you don't like it here.
Really? Wow. I felt a little sad today talking to Pam about what's going on. And I think sometimes for these folks, I think recognition can be so valuable and play such an important role in making people in the morale just so much better.
I just put in for a week now. My husband and I go to Mexico.
What do you like to do when you
Drink.
get there? Yeah.
I need a break after working here all day.
I bet.
Let's put our gloves back on and go back to work. That's too dark. See, can you see that? If it doesn't match our color sample, we don't pack it. The color's gotta match.
It's definitely different.
We gotta take down.
That made me really happy to see the vested interest in the quality control today. It's a little darker.
The first batch is different.
At this point, I think it's all about producing a high-quality product, which I can appreciate. But I really got a sense that the morale needs to get boosted again. So I've got to get that fixed.
Now, we gotta let everybody know that we're gonna take down, so we holler, coming down.
Coming down. Today, I'm working undercover with the installer. This particular franchise does really well, and they do 600 installs a year. I'm hoping by going undercover, I can find out how this installer is helping this franchise become super successful. You Dennis?
Yes.
Hi, Dennis. I'm Tom.
How are you doing, Tom?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Good.
I'm a budget blinds installer. I heard you're going to give me a hand today. That's okay.
Yeah,
that happens all the time. We ain't catching it.
I just gave you a hand right off the bat.
Right. Okay. Now, when we go inside people's homes, I try to be very professional, okay? Because it's not comfortable for them to have strangers come inside their home.
That makes sense.
Tom came in with the black pants and combat boots, and I was like, oh my, that's not a work outfit. Hello. Mr. Nixon?
How's it going?
I'm Dennis. How are you?
Good to meet you. Come on in.
Yes, sir. Now, would you like our shoes off?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, would it be better for us to come through the front or through the garage?
The front's probably a lot easier.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Okay, you can go ahead and set the box there.
Okay.
Now, it's our job as installers to make sure that they fit, because there's no reason to put holes in their trim if this is not going to fit.
Okay.
So, we'll check out our measurement.
Dennis is taking me through every single detail of the process. I mean, you name it, he does not miss a beat. All right, so 2 is all the way back.
No, they're 2 inches as edge trim.
Well, there's nothing that's stopping it, so I don't know why you wouldn't go against the...
No, you always follow the consultant's instructions. Tom was like, no, it should be all the way back. And I had to explain to him, no, the way my consultant measures is from the front of trim to the back. We don't know what her and the customer have talked about and how they want the trim to be shown to where the customer wanted that reveal. I think the customer was looking over at Tom and was like, he's gonna install? I would not let Tom loose in a customer's house until I felt more comfortable with him installing. Go ahead and mark those and set those while I do these.
You got it.
Ma'am, want me to dust this for you while I'm
Yeah.
up here? Yes, ma'am. Tom?
Yes, sir.
People with high windows and stuff, and the best thing we can do for them is to clean their windows for them.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, I like it.
I do a little bit more than what I should, but then again, that's how they call you back.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Let's take that down. There you go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this ladder so I can go ahead and get ready for this high entry.
I've done this a few times now, so it felt good that Dennis could trust me.
How's there? Is there any other questions?
No, I think everything looks great.
If you ever need to get a hold of us, our phone number is right there underneath. We'll go ahead and get the flyers. Every time I do an install, I put these out. Now, I'm gonna go on that side, and you can take this side.
You got it.
Okay. Tom, this is how we get our workout.
Yeah, I love it. I find it a little interesting that on my undercover experience, the only time I've done any canvassing has been with an installer. This franchisee not only gets it for his business, but he's teaching his employees to do the same, and that's exactly what we teach back in corporate. I love seeing what's going on today. All set.
Good job.
Hey, you too, my man.
Good job. How about a beer?
Sounds like a plan. Cheers, by the way. Thanks for training me today. I really appreciate it.
You did a great job.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I don't think so, but I appreciate you saying so.
But you get better as you go along.
So you have kids, you're married.
25 years.
25 years.
5 children, lost one.
What do you mean lost one?
He got murdered about 3 years ago.
Oh my God.
Somebody was shooting at his vehicle, trying to rob him, they said.
Really?
Yeah. That's the one that got murdered.
What's his name?
David.
David? How'd you get the news?
A phone call. And they gave me the address, and I went over, and he was still out there. I mean,
And so you saw him, like...
in the street, yeah. And nobody ever plans on burying their child.
There would be nothing worse.
Yeah. I mean...
Did they find the person that did this?
No.
Really? Oh, Dennis, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I just can't imagine. I just don't think it's in the order of things to lose a child. The parents go first, then the child goes. I just pray to God nothing ever like that happens to my son. I don't think I could handle it even close to as well as Dennis handles it. I know I couldn't do it, as a matter of fact.
So we overdo a little bit during Christmas for the grandkids.
How many kids? Did he have kids?
5.
He had
Yeah. So it's real important to us to keep them close. It makes something more important than others,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And
family time being number one, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Every birthday, anniversary of his death was held at my house, so everybody's there.
Yeah.
Well, inside of our house is too small, but we have the property on our house to put a walkout deck.
Oh, you're making it for entertaining the family?
Yeah.
I think Dennis has a real good grasp of life, and I think that might happen to folks that go through such a tragedy. He really is putting his family first as top priority, and that just made me miss being back home again with my whole family. I've got to get home. I can't wait to see him. Cheers to you. Cheers to your family. And truly, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Let's drink one last drink and get rock and roll. What do you say?
Okay, that sounds great.
There's no doubt being back on the front lines has made me aware of some issues that definitely need to get addressed and solved. This is more like it. People I worked with think they are at Budget Blind's headquarters to watch me give a pitch to a panel of judges in hopes of earning a second chance at starting a new business.
Tom deserves a second chance because he is cute and very intelligent.
Hello there.
It's so different.
Do you recognize me?
You're Tom.
I'm not Tom. My name is actually Chad Hallock, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Budget Blinds.
Ah, very interesting.
Wow.
Oh, second chances, my patootie.
Can you believe it? For real. Hi, Pam.
You cleaned up good.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You're handsome.
Oh, you're very sweet for saying so. Really enjoyed my time with you at Springs. Every kind of word out of your mouth was all about quality control, so I really wanted to thank you. You had made mention that the morale has kind of dipped a little bit. Since you mentioned it, one of the things that Budget Blinds and I would like to do back for Springs, we're gonna bring back the picnics for you.
Wow.
You know, it's just a little something to say to all of you and your coworkers that we really appreciate you.
That's awesome.
And there's actually one more thing. You love to go to Mexico.
Yes.
So I've talked to my partners, and we want to pay for that trip for you and your husband to go to Mexico.
No way.
So,
Oh my God.
yes.
That's too much.
I think what you do is too much.
Oh, thank you.
Give me a hug.
Oh God, give me a hug. Oh. He is just a big hunk of walk of romance. He's just sweet. He's a tall drink of water.
I just really want to thank you.
Oh, I want to thank you. Please come to my hot tub. Ooh, ooh.
Maris, Let's talk about the National Advertising Fund.
Okay.
I actually heard from another franchisee while I was undercover.
Yes.
They didn't know how that money is being spent. I'm gonna make it a goal to make sure everybody knows clearly how those funds are being spent. Also, both you and another franchisee talked about this whole idea of a regional or local campaign.
Yes.
And what we've decided to do is take $25,000 out of our own pockets, and we're gonna do a Chicago regional campaign. We're gonna sit you folks down, and we're gonna kind of have a little committee that's going to, I'll facilitate it, but they're gonna dictate to me how you want that money spent. How do you like that so far?
So far, we're good.
So far, we're good.
So far, we are so good.
If I can make you happy, then I could probably make anybody happy. Would you agree with that? During our other conversation, I found out that your son, Tyler,
Yes.
there may be something neurologically going on there. My son, Ian, had problems when he was a child. He had some seizures. I know what that feels like when your son might have things or issues to deal with, and I know how expensive that can be. And we're going to give you $30,000, all right, to help pay for whatever your son Tyler needs. My pleasure.
Thank you so much. I mean, I thank you.
You're very welcome.
They didn't have to do any of this. This makes it so much like one huge stress level off of my shoulders. Like, I feel like I can take a breath.
Hey, Keith. You feel a little off guard right now?
A little off guard, yes.
So there's twin brothers.
There are, yeah.
Twin brothers, my brother Brent.
Yeah.
And somehow he's this wonderful human being, and I'm this intense, don't listen, serious person. And you're right. As soon as I heard you knocking the National Advertising Fund, I do get defensive. Well, I think I've got a solution. Instead of having you guys fork over your own money, I'm gonna help you come up with a local marketing plan, and we're gonna put $25,000 into it.
I love that.
All right? And then I'm gonna facilitate it personally so that we can get everybody to land on an answer that we can actually execute.
That would be cool. Just
So-
one request.
Shoot.
You sure Brent can't oversee it?
Oh, Keith, you're killing me. You're just killing me. Something else I noticed when we did that sales call together, that couple really needed some guidance as opposed to just giving them so many choices. And quite frankly, that just made the call take much longer than it should have. As you know, Brent's probably the best salesman we've got, right? And since you're such a big fan of Brent's, I'm gonna actually send Brent out with you on a few sales calls to kind of have him see improvements. And I think you're gonna find that it really isn't that difficult to improve.
I like that.
And last but not least, one of the things I noticed talking about your kids is that's everything. It's just everything. And I know it's hard in this economy, it's hard to make ends meet. So we're going to put $15,000 per child into a college fund so that, here.
I need that. That makes life a lot easier. I mean, you really have no idea. It's huge. It's huge. I never went to college. I'm not saying that my life is bad or anything like that, because it's not. But hopefully it'll make their life a lot easier.
Well, I gotta tell you, Dennis, I really enjoyed working with you more than I worked with anybody else.
Oh, wow.
You exemplified the budget blind spirit. I can't tell you just how proud I was.
So would my mommy raise me?
Yeah, you can see that. I want to do a few things for you. First things first, I want to fly you out to our upcoming convention to spend time with us at the awards banquet.
That'd be neat.
The other part of getting to know you was I know you lost your son. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for what you have gone through and what you go through, I'm sure, every day. Nothing I can do or say to you could ever bring him back. I'm well aware. At the same time, I know that family means more to you than anything. You talked about doing a remodel for your home, making it bigger, making it more able to entertain all those grandkids of yours.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We want to give you $40,000 so that you can remodel.
Thank you. Thank you so much. don't know what to say.
Well, just say you're gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it.
And just enjoy it.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
Thank you so.
You're so welcome.
That's the nicest thing anybody ever done for me. I love you. They are.
We're gonna love your family too.
$40,000 is gonna be amazing. The grandkids will be okay. I'm about ready to pass out.
Hello, Chad. Hello. Oh my God.
I gotta get a little back over here, baby. I feel like I actually have some hair.
That is too funny.
We thought, what a better way to show our support, all of our solidarity, than go in and get the Mohawks ourselves.
That says a lot, so thanks. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back.
I realize that what the franchisees really need is to be heard. They want to feel like they're helping the corporate office make decisions on their behalf. All those things I got to see loud and clear. 800 brains are better than one, so why not tap into that a little more? I can tell you this, it is great to be back home. Now we got work to do, don't we? You guys have things to do?
Yeah,
we sure do. Get lost.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, guys. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
See ya. Because of going undercover, I had to be a lot more patient than I would otherwise have to be being Chad Hallock. I love to debate, and maybe I should debate less and listen more. That just might be a better way to go about running this business.
This week on Undercover Boss,
It'll be 125.
the CEO of Philly Pretzel Factory, the country's fastest growing pretzel franchise, poses as a data entry processor on a reality show about people swapping jobs for a day.
I'm Michael. I'm here to train with Bill.
How you doing?
Just grab the tips and spin it around 2 times.
By working alongside his employees,
Are these good enough? Can I put them up?
No, they're not.
he'll find out there's more to the job than just twisting pretzels.
Slide that on, let's bring it outside. There you go.
And an emotional encounter with a franchisee
You work so hard, and then you can't pay your bills.
will change his perspective forever.
I really should have done a better job. My mom would be embarrassed of me not to help that more.
Coming up next on Undercover Boss. Headquartered in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with 120 stores on the East Coast, the Philly Pretzel Factory sells more than 100 million pretzels a year, producing $45 million in annual revenue. Overseeing the 1,700 employees that keep this business baking is one man.
I'm Dan Dizio, CEO and co-founder of Philly Pretzel Factory. Some people say Philadelphians eat 6 times more pretzels than anywhere in the country. It's a real cultural thing.
Give me 2.
People love to eat pretzels for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. It's just a staple food in this area. Philly Pretzel Factories are in 8 states, from New York down to the Carolinas. We're trying to create that tradition across the country now and eventually be one of those billion-dollar companies. I grew up in a happy home right on the border of Philadelphia. Growing up, me and my dad, we always had a close connection. We were best friends. And then when I was 11 years old, my dad got sick, had a cough, and at that point they diagnosed him with lung cancer. And very quickly passed away in a matter of a few weeks. I don't think at that age when they say he passed away, you don't realize that he's never coming back. I miss my dad every day. You know, it's definitely tough. You know, at that point, I was in 7th grade, and one of my neighbors owned a bakery. One day, order got canceled, and he asked if I would sell these pretzels. He got permission from my mom. I sold them out on a street corner, and we split the profits. And the next day, he said, let's do it again. And eventually, within a couple months, I had 50 friends selling pretzels on the corners of Northeast Philadelphia. It just really changed my life forever. I graduated college and hated my 9-to-5 job. I had a roommate who I knew wasn't happy with his job. So I said, let's quit the jobs and open up a pretzel bakery. I opened up 10 different credit cards to get our initial investment. Everybody thought we were crazy. We started up in 1998. We had a lot of demand for the product. Pretty much every year I would open up one pretzel bakery until about 2004 when we had 8 stores. And that's when someone came to us about franchising it. The company really started to grow rapidly. We have over 120 franchisees out there.
Have a great day, Mascot.
We worked hard at the beginning, but I'm really surprised of all the success we've had. No one sends you to school to be a CEO. I'm learning every day. You know, we're 2 schmoes that got lucky making pretzels. Franchise owners are trained at corporate. We created a system for franchisees to follow how to make pretzels, how to market the pretzels, how to do everything to become successful. So anybody who's willing to work hard, I think, could live this dream. Although I'm passionate about this company, I don't let it dictate my entire life.
Oh, home run! Home run!
Woo! Home run, Dizio!
I'm married to a wonderful wife, Nicole. We have 2 great children together.
Let's see who can bounce to highest.
Family is first, and I want to be around and be involved in everything because you never know.
My hairdresser skills at work. The worst struggle of the week is going to be Dan trying not to be himself. From the way he looks to the way he acts, he's going to want to jump out of his skin.
Oh my God. I'm proud of what we've accomplished with the company so far, but I feel like there's so much more room for us to grow. I'm going undercover to get a grip on the real business. I'm not down in the front lines anymore, and I think it really gives me a dose of reality of what the franchisees are feeling and go through on a daily basis. I hate it. While undercover, I'll be posing as Michael Downs, a data entry processor who is swapping jobs for a day on a show called Job Swap. Today, I'm in Bridgeton, New Jersey. I'm here to work undercover with a franchisee.
Who are these hot sausages for?
Somebody that wants to eat them.
It's real important to go undercover with this vocation because it's underperforming, and so getting out here may lead me to some reasons why the store's not performing well. Last time I saw this franchisee was at our annual expo about 2 years ago, so I'm really nervous this franchisee is going to recognize me.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Michael.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm Bill, I'm a franchise owner here.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna do deliveries. You wanna come out with me?
Yeah, that'd be great. Want some help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take my little beat-up car.
Okay.
My truck broke down.
Usually have a van or?
Yeah.
Where are we headed to?
Sir Speedies.
Okay.
They're small little accounts, but they all add up at the end of the week. All right, give you my bag.
Okay. Smell good.
Hi.
I'm Michael.
Michael.
Nice to meet you.
Twist in. So they put $1 in the box and they take a bag out.
Oh, okay.
It's under the honor system. Yeah?
The honor box has been successful for some franchisees, but what he brought in, maybe delivering $4 worth of pretzels, maybe it cost him $5. If all his deliveries are like this, I have to sit down with Bill and see if they're worthwhile. What time are you open till?
Well, I'm in here at 5 in the morning.
And what time is it?
I stay open until about 7.
You're in there all that time?
Yeah. It's just my wife and I that run it, you know what I mean? She does all the bookwork, and I do everything there, you know?
You know, you get a day off? Do you get the weekends
I get
off?
half a day off on Thursday. And guess what I do with my half a day off?
What do you do?
I sleep. We're gonna make some rolls.
Okay, perfect.
50-pound mix. Put 50 pounds of flour. When I first opened this store, I was experimenting. with different temperatures and...
Why did you have to experiment? They didn't teach you everything?
Well, Aggie's variable amounts.
Right.
Don't give you an exact figure. A lot of people don't realize how much is involved with
Why,
this.
they didn't teach you any of that?
No.
No?
I went to corporate food help and got my ass kicked at the door. We'll put it in, we'll make some rolls.
Oh, we're gonna make rolls? Okay.
Yeah. This ain't a regular roll, this is a pretzel roll.
A pretzel roll.
It's my idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Same dough as a
Same
pretzel.
dough.
No salt.
Salt doesn't taste good on it?
Well, you're gonna make a sandwich with the roll with meat and cheese on them.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing it wholesale. I'm not doing it retail yet.
Right.
It's not on the Philly Pretzel Factory menu.
Bill was telling me about his special rolls that he does. I'm sort of frustrated and annoyed that he even carries a product that he's not supposed to be. Drives me nuts when I go into stores and they're not even following the system. They're doing their own thing. And if they're not gonna follow it, we really don't want them in the franchise system.
You take with string?
Okay.
Yeah, just regular twist.
They seem easy to make.
You married?
Yeah. How long you been married? How many years has it been?
33.
Is she upset that you work so many hours?
She works that many hours too.
Does she really?
She's a deli manager for ShopRite. Then she'll come home and do all the bookwork from my place. I watch my wife, she's gonna have a freaking nervous breakdown over the bills, man. Like.
And you're struggling?
Yeah, we're struggling. I can't even fix my window. I got a cracked window over there. That's like $500 for that. I'm worried about paying my next bill. Business doesn't pick up, we're gonna go under. This year alone, we took out $23,000 on our home equity loan. We have a chance of losing everything we have. Look at them bad boys. I've been making these for over 2 years, and guess what? They pay the bills. They pay the bills for me.
This is not the Philly Roll Factory.
We can expand. We can be a deli pretzel factory. I'll double, triple my profit.
Right.
They ain't buying pretzels, they're buying my pretzel rolls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These rolls here, this is a secret weapon here. Why don't you try it?
Bill's looking at me really closely and staring right at me, making me feel a little uncomfortable.
You have a twin brother?
No twin brothers, I know that. I definitely have a sense he thinks I look familiar to him.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You want me to just keep going or what?
Yeah. Peekaboo.
Hey, honey.
I need your honest opinion on something when you take a look.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm Michael.
This is my wife, Donna.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You look familiar, though.
Do I?
You do. You don't look like a Michael to me.
He does look like Dan, though, doesn't he?
It
What's that?
looks like
You
Dan.
look just like Dan. I swear to God, you do. I bet money on it.
Who's
You have
Dan?
a brother named Dan?
No, no brothers, Dan.
Dan's the corporate president of the franchise. That's who Dan
Of this
is.
franchise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would almost swear you look like somebody else, though.
Hey, I don't know who this guy Dan is.
What do you think?
I hate it.
Dan Dizio, the CEO of Philly Pretzel Factory, is a boss undercover in his own company.
I would almost swear you look like somebody else, though.
You look just like him.
But right now, one of his franchisees isn't buying it.
Looks like
You
Dan.
look just like Dan.
It's very hard to stand there and lie directly to someone. So I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to break my cover. Well, it is me, by the way.
So you're here to help us?
I definitely think we're gonna change a lot of things after being in this store today. Okay, you have somewhere we can go talk?
Yeah.
Okay. It makes me upset that things aren't being done right. Bill's sort of going rogue, and it's not the way to run a business. The one thing I gotta say, when I walked in here and, I started hearing you talk about some of the products, this pepperoni melt that you're sort of doing, and we know that's against protocol. I mean, you guys know that we're trying to create a system here, and you bought into a franchise. And we can't have stores selling one product. And it does upset me that, a store would do that.
It's just not good for us, you know what I mean? When you go home at the end of the day and you work so hard and then you can't pay your bills, it's hard. And Bill, I think he's growing old before his time, and that bothers me, so.
Let me ask you, how bad is it?
Well, right now, I owe $500 from last month's rent, and I haven't paid this month.
We're a month behind on our electric and gas. You know what I mean? And it's like when you get so far behind, then you're not breathing anymore.
Right.
Just this year alone, I've lent the business $20,000. Hopefully we could catch up on our bills, and then if some of these accounts come through, then maybe we would be okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, people call me anytime, and I need to have that relationship, not with just some of our franchise locations, all of our franchise locations.
Well, when we came to you that time and we left, I was very upset.
About a year and a half ago, we sat with Dan. We needed solutions for our sales. Nothing came out of it.
We left like feeling that nobody there was going to really help us. To me, it seemed like you forgot how you started. And that's how it felt when I walked out the door that day.
I couldn't tell you one sentence that happened in that meeting. I really don't remember it. It hurts me that you would say that because you get caught in this, web of this business, and it was never my intention to ever be that way. I never wanted to be that person. For me not to remember, they came in to ask for help, and I didn't even remember them being there. It says I'm not doing that good of a job. I apologize for that. You get caught up in these meetings, and I don't get the chance to come out here and spend the time that I really need to, and that's what this has done. This chance to sort of get back and get in here and
I'm
really
glad you're here.
touch. Well, I'm glad I'm here too, I really am. And I'm glad I've been able to have this honest conversation with you, and I want to be able to help you guys. I know things are real bleak right now, and we got to step in there and figure out a way to keep the doors open, okay?
It's great, man.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
Okay.
man.
No problem. All right, buddy.
Thanks for coming, man.
No problem. Thank you for so much. I appreciate the honesty, okay?
Thank you.
After being in there and understanding what he's going through, I can't fault him for doing his pepperoni melts. That's the way I would be. I had bills to pay, and I'm not gonna let the doors close, and because of some rules or protocol about how to get something approved. It's just something's wrong with our system, and it has to be fixed. I really should have done a better job of really protecting them, and they should be enjoying this time of their lives. My mom would be. My mom would be embarrassed of me, not to help them more. Yesterday was a very hard day for me. It was the hardest day as a CEO I've ever had. So I'm hoping I have a better day today. I'm in Broomall, Pennsylvania. I'm here to train with the baker. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, it's still dark and freezing cold out here. I was just at one of the worst performing stores, and today I'm at one of our real success stories. So I want to take some information of what they're doing here, and we can replicate that in the Bridgeton, New Jersey store.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Marcus.
I'm Michael. How you doing?
Good, man. Nice to meet you.
I'll be training with you today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A bit early for you?
A little bit. This is what time you start every day?
Every day, man. We get here at 4:30.
Okay.
Seems like Michael has a little wild side. I was noticing his haircut and everything like that, so we'll see.
Ready to make some pretzels, man?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna start making the dough. A full mix is 100 pounds of flour. So just get that bag open. I'm gonna adjust our water meter here. We're gonna put 20.1 liters of water in. Okay, so now the only thing that we need for this is yeast. Okay, so we'll get that in there. And the timer's already set for 9 minutes. And then we'll just push on.
That's it.
Okay.
Seems pretty simple. Are you a fast twister?
I think I'm pretty fast.
Okay.
Luis is fast, very fast. So you see our dough starting to come. Now when we're twisting at first, if you want to grab a piece, just grab the tips.
Okay.
You can get it to dance a little bit like this. You just try to spin it around 2 times. Just get it around twice. There you go.
Okay.
Open it up a little bit. It's 5:30 now. Our store's going to be open in a half an hour. So
Okay.
we have to get this twisting done. Okay. As you can see how Luis is doing it. I got 40 done already, man.
Do you get paid per pretzel to twist, or? That would be good, I guess.
Man,
when
if
you're
I
fast,
did, I'll be
right?
able to stop twisting soon.
Are these good enough? Can I put them up?
Want me to tell you the truth? No, they're not. Got a few problems, Mike.
I am definitely trying to throw Marcus off. I mean, I've twisted millions of pretzels in my day, so I do know how to make perfect pretzels.
This one's jacked up. This one's too small. That would be like a mini pretzel.
But I don't want to get busted again.
The next one will be better, you know?
Okay, I got you.
Back into the mixer. It's okay, I gotta do mine
You don't have
too.
to enjoy it so much, Marcus. What other kind of perks are there for the job? I mean, you get up, you're getting here at 4 in the morning.
Well, I get free food.
Free food.
I have 2 daughters. Sierra likes pretzels, Brooklyn likes pretzel dogs.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually hoping that they'll be able to stop by today before they go to school.
Oh, okay.
They're the best.
Right.
These girls want to be doctors, man. I got some, got some
make
big
some money.
college. Got a lot of college to pay for, man.
How's coming in that early in the morning? Like, it's cold, man.
It is cold.
I want to go back to bed.
I want to snooze every day, but you know something, you know you can't, you know?
Right.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Hey.
That's a little girl?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hi, Daddy.
Good morning.
Daddy.
This is my oldest daughter, Sierra. This is my youngest. This is Brooklyn. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, how you doing? Your daddy's training me how to make pretzels, because I'm not that good.
Daddy, I dare you.
You saw me? Sierra, here's your pretzels.
Thank you.
Brooklyn, your pretzel hot dog, okay? You're very welcome. Have a good day at school.
Bye,
Bye, girls.
See you, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
I'll see you later, too. That's why I do it, man. That right there.
Marcus is a guy that I would love to see grow within the company. The way he's such an inspiration to his children and wants the best for him reminds me of myself a little bit. How many hours a week you work here?
60.
60?
60.
Every week?
Every week. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. If I ever want to hold my own store, you know, I better get used to 60s now.
How much does it cost to open one of these?
I believe about $250,000.
$250,000, that's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. I still want to have my own business.
Right.
Not exactly sure what it'll be, but
I'm actually in the process of applying for another job, starting off at $42,000 and benefits.
Oh, that's great.
So, I mean, I even have the support of my current bosses.
Oh, that's great. It was devastating to hear that Marcus might be looking for other employment. It's definitely something I wasn't planning on him saying.
Now what we gotta do is bake all the pretzels.
Okay.
We gotta order for 615. All right, Mike, when you grab them, you're gonna flip them away from you. And you scoop them up.
Okay.
You slide them over there to me.
Okay.
And then we throw the salt on the pretzels. Okay? We're gonna just, as soon as our shelves stop, we're gonna start throwing pretzels.
So now, does the job come with health insurance?
It does not. We gotta pay for those.
Now, do you
on our own.
Do you have insurance?
I personally do not, no.
Oh, okay. That's kind of scary to you?
My kids, you know, I worry about them.
It's tough.
Yes. If we had medical benefits, maybe employees would look at this as a place where they could start a career. We'll slide this in. There's other jobs that offer those, even if they don't pay as much, and benefits are worth a lot of money. All right, Mike, order's done.
Okay.
Let's box them up.
All right, good. It's been so beneficial for me to go back to my roots and go back to those early mornings. We can't afford to lose a guy like Marcus. I'm definitely going to talk to the franchisee to see what we could do to keep him.
All right, we got those in. Let's grab another rack.
Okay. Today I'm in downtown Philadelphia at our Sampson Street franchise location. I'm here today to train Undercover making pretzel deliveries. This is only one of 4 stores that deliver to kiosk locations and does more than 50 deliveries a day. We hand carry and walk the pretzels around the city. I'm here today to find out how I can make this store more efficient. Hi, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Hi,
Gino.
I'm Michael.
How you doing? Nice to meet you too. We gotta get ready to head out, so we'll do our deliveries. We're almost about that time, so I'll show you how to load the cart up. First thing is make sure that everything's even. What would happen is if you have this on one side or the other side, it'll tip over. So have to make sure everything's even. You're gonna put that one on here. On top of that, the pretzel cart is probably over like 150 pounds. So it gets a little crazy. All right, man, you ready?
Go out the door?
Yeah. We're gonna go to the left, yep.
Okay. So I'm starting on the worst day possible, huh?
Yeah, man, rain. Should have brought a raincoat. One of the vendor carts. I usually get my breakfast here. You want something too?
Yeah, be
All
great.
right, cool. Park our carts right here. Willie! Usual, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
This is my friend Mike right here.
How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Michael.
All right, Willie. Be back soon, man.
Yes.
Let's take the rest of our deliveries over. You ready for the snow later on? Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, it's nice meeting you.
It was great to see the interaction between Gino and street vendors along the way.
How you doing, Mike? How you doing?
Because they're the face of the company, and they're handling our customer service in a way.
All right, so let's pick up our food right here. All right, so we can just stash them on right here.
Okay.
How long have you been down in Philly?
About 3 years.
You go to school?
No, I work. I do data processing, so I sit in a cubicle all day.
It doesn't make me excited to swap jobs doing a data entry job.
Pretzels are really the bags are getting wet, huh?
Yeah, we don't have the tarp that will go around it, so we just gotta improvise. And it also goes with, you know, we don't have like raincoats.
They don't provide you anything now?
Unfortunately not.
My jacket was soaked through right down to my clothes just from those deliveries. And it concerns me that these guys are doing this on a daily basis.
We're gonna go to the Suburban Station store. We're gonna take it down the steps.
We're taking these down those steps?
Yeah, man. Here, so watch me, I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
Think you got it? Cool.
I don't know.
As I push the cart down the steps, I'm afraid I'm going to lose control and lose my grip on the cart. I don't know who's at the bottom of the steps, and I can't stop it at that point. So it does concern me. There's got to be different ways to do it without putting people's safety at risk.
Hey, Paula. So we place our carts right here, and we unload.
So you move at this pace all day?
Yeah. Second box. This is our kiosk shop. We're gonna unload these boxes so we can get pretzels for her.
Is that it? Do we have more?
Yeah, we have more.
It's like almost putting a puzzle together every time, huh?
Traffic's crazy down here, right?
How you even maneuver down here? Have you ever bumped into anybody with the cart?
I think once or twice. I might have like tapped somebody.
Oh, back to these steps again?
What goes down must go up.
Well, at least they're empty now, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be dinner time by the time you eat breakfast, right? To work out.
Man.
So do you like the job?
It's okay. It's manageable.
Keeps you active, right?
Yeah, I'm very active. I do a lot of dancing right now. Like I teach classes in the evening.
Is that your dream job?
I think my dream job is probably just to be a top-notch choreographer. I want to teach people my work so it can be seen throughout the whole world. Take our break. We'll go upstairs. Hey, brother.
Oh, man.
Sandwich.
Where were you raised? Right around here? Or?
Me and my brother were raised here our whole lives. My mom and my grandfather raised me. My grandfather passed away a couple of years ago from colon cancer. He had such that impact in my life. He told me everything. He told me, like, whatever you want, you can always achieve. So if you want to go to school and you want that degree, you can always achieve it.
Finished high school and?
Went to college. Went to LaSalle over here.
Okay.
Then I went to NYU. I studied accounting, but it's not what I want to do right now. I want to do dance.
Those are two great schools. Expensive schools, too.
You know, put myself to school. I mean, I'm still paying off loans, obviously, so.
How much in loans do you have?
I'm about 20,000 deep.
Wow. Well, it's worth it, right? Make your grandfather proud?
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have to go any more deliveries today? We
actually do. Let's go do these deliveries.
Okay, sounds good. So we have to go down those stairs again?
Yeah, man.
After working deliveries with Gino today, I have some real concerns about the delivery process. Gino is not a huge guy, and for him to walk around the city all day carrying those pretzels, I was pretty impressed. Today, I'll be working undercover in Absecon, New Jersey. About 75% of our franchisees have mascots. I'm here today to find out if using Philly, the mascot, helps bring people in the store and if it's worth the investment.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good, I'm looking for Billy.
This is Billy over here. I'm Lisa, I'm his boss. How are you?
Michael, how you doing?
Hello, Michael, it's nice to meet you.
All right, so I'm Mascot here. We're gonna be doing some mascotting today, so I'm gonna show you the outfit, I'm gonna kind of show you some of the ropes. We're gonna go outside and you're gonna kind of dance around.
I'm definitely nervous. I've never been in the Mascot before, and it's just something I'm not necessarily comfortable doing. Okay.
All right, slide it in this little diaper-looking guy.
Okay.
Slide up on the top, through the armholes. Michael looked a little timid. I don't think he really knew what he was getting into. All right, it's a little different being in the suit. So we're gonna go over the dance moves first. We got our Egyptian going down. There we go. And we're shaking our hips. We do our slide down. You got, even that's good, you just shuffle. Just keep moving around. Boom. I think that's your best move so far, is your moonwalk.
Okay.
All right, let's bring it outside. All right, here we go. We're feeling good.
Am I overdoing it?
No, you can't overdo it.
A little tough to see out of here, huh?
Yeah, it moves around sometimes.
Right.
All right, so now we're gonna wait for the red light to give out coupons.
Okay.
And while we wait,
what are we
dancing.
Dancing?
We're just dancing the whole time.
Come on, lady, give me a honk honk. Come on, I want to honk out this guy. This is my challenge for the day. He's looking away. Honk, honk, honk!
I think Michael was a little stiff. You don't want to have Philly on a down day, kind of depressed, dragging around. It just doesn't set a good image.
What's a good or a honk ratio?
8 would be a good honk ratio.
Okay.
I'm not really sure if Michael could cut it as a mascot. All right, let's try and get some coupons now.
Okay, 3 free. 3 free next time you come in.
Yeah, we're moving. Yeah. Hi, guys, we got 3 free pretzels. Sure. Yeah.
I feel like a celebrity. The EMTs are pulling over on the side of the road, taking pictures with me. It's just awesome. There's honk number 3.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Oh,
I got you. That's
double
5.
honk. I think this must be the greatest job ever.
I got you. 6. There's our 8 mark.
Oh, that was 8?
Yep. And how about you? Where do you live?
I grew up in Pittsburgh, originally.
Oh, wow.
Do you live in the area?
I live down at Stockton. I'm still at school.
What are you going to school for?
Criminal justice.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to be a cop. There we go.
I love this thing. Although I do think it would be a little hot.
Summertime is bad.
It's really hot in this costume. I'm really concerned about the employees getting overheated or even dehydrated being in the costume for too long.
Yeah. All right, let's head in, Philly. Did a good job today. All right, Lisa, how did we do?
You pushed in about 50 people.
Okay.
Did we really?
So that's exciting.
Oh, that's great.
It's a little bit lower than Billy usually does, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
We gotta suit up.
Okay. It was nice to see that the Mascot really pays off and it was able to direct people in the store and get them to stop. And that's what grassroots marketing is all about.
Pretzel break?
Yeah, sounds great. So how many hours a week you work here again?
Take about like 35, 37, and
40 hours is a lot with school. You're full-time in school?
Yeah, I'm full-time.
So now are you paying for school?
I am. My dad feels a little guilty.
What's he feel guilty about?
He just feels bad that he can't fully pay for me to go to school. My mom was actually in the World Trade Center when it was during 9/11.
She passed away?
She made it out, but yeah, I mean, it
changed everything.
Yeah, it was real different. Then a couple months later, she dropped me off at wrestling practice and someone ran a stop sign and sideswiped her. So like her spine's been all messed up and she's now permanently disabled.
When I was talking to Billy and he started talking about his mom, I really had a pit in my stomach.
So my junior year, I started working. I bussed tables at a restaurant. I did yard work and stuff for the neighbors and I get paid here.
Billy really works hard. I mean, I can't imagine when I went to school holding down almost 3 jobs. He's definitely driven. That's tough, though. It's definitely...
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right. I think it's time that we get back to do some more mascotting.
Okay, sounds good. I enjoy it, man, so... After being here today, I can tell you I was really surprised about how many people really liked the Mascot. Everybody was honking it. It made me feel good that we helped create something that so many people really enjoyed. I feel really relieved it's over, and I've really learned a lot. I never thought I'd be that touched by everything that happened this past week. I mean, I really felt
connected to Bill and Donna and what they were going through. I may have changed over the years, and I didn't realize it happened to me, and it just did. I really meant when I said that I would fix it, I would make it right. The people that sign up in our franchise system now, they put their mortgage and their home on the line, and to be honest with it, just about every one of them is gutsier than I am. This has been an eye-opener for me. I'm gonna use it to make me a better person, a better CEO. I really believe it's gonna change me forever. It's been a really long week. And it's been difficult to hear all the criticism of the company and myself. The people I've trained with have been summoned to downtown Philadelphia. They think they're here to swap jobs with Michael Downs. They have no idea why they're really here.
I'm extremely curious to see what Michael does. I can't wait.
Michael may be a little better at a mascot than I'm gonna be at doing data processing.
Hello. Do you know who I am?
I do.
Who am I?
You're Michael.
Michael?
Michael. You knew me as Michael Downs. Actually, I'm Dan Dizio, CEO and co-founder of Philly Pretzel Factory. Surprised?
Extremely surprised.
Hair looks a little different, huh?
Wow.
Billy, you did such a good job with training me. You really understand what that mascot's all about. I'd like to have you at our next convention do a breakout session on moves that you know that you could train other people with.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd like to pay you for your time and give you $10,000.
Okay.
You're such a stand-up guy. You really have taken on some responsibilities at a young age, and I'm sure a lot of that had to do with the fact that your mom was in the World Trade Center, and I know that you really work hard. I'd like to give you $10,000 to help your parents out and $10,000 to help you in your next semester.
That's a lot for me to just take in right now. Like, it's kind of relief and like a big weight can lift it off. This is definitely gonna change my life. My parents are just gonna be proud. Thank you. I was able to help them out, and I just know that they're proud of me.
Gino, it was great working with you this past week, and your energy and your vibe, it was a real treat. But when you pulled up and you said, we're going down those stairs, I thought you were joking with me. I did. I thought you were really joking with me. I'm nervous for you, so it's important that we protect you, but it's also important that we protect the people walking around. So I found out there's a loading dock underground. I'm gonna purchase a vehicle that we're gonna deliver the product into the loading dock and then be able to walk around Suburban train station with that.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Okay?
That sounds perfect.
That makes you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. One other thing that I want to talk to you about was you have a lot of school loans you mentioned, and I'm gonna pay off your school loans. I think you said it was somewhere of up to $20,000 you have out there.
For somebody just to give me a lending hand, it's just remarkable. Oh, man.
I really hope you follow your dreams.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel crazy right now. It's definitely going to change my life. I'm not in debt no more.
How you doing, Bill?
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
It's good to see you again, man. I'm glad you could make it down to Philadelphia. I hope you can forgive me. I'm truly sorry that I let you guys down. I let myself down by letting you down. Bill, I want to help you.
I'd like to get that pretzel roll approved.
You'd like to get that pretzel roll?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to work on that. And if I do roll it out system-wide, I'll give you credit for it.
It's a good roll.
Our product is pretzels, and we have to figure out a way that you can make money selling pretzels. I want to give you 1 month of business training where I'm going to send someone from corporate to your store and work with you on how to make money at what you're doing.
Couldn't ask for any more than this, really.
Well, it means the world to me to make sure that you're successful.
It means the world for me that you're doing this.
Well, there's some other things we need to work on. We definitely need to work on the marketing of that store. I want to buy you a brand new delivery van. And I'm gonna wrap it with the Philly Pretzel Factory logo, so everybody in town knows who you are.
This is gonna be real great.
I know you don't get away a lot.
I don't think there's anybody who puts as many hours into this than I do.
I will put you and Donna up and send you away on vacation. I'm gonna get corporate employees to help run your store while you're away. Sound good?
That's a blast.
Okay. You know, Donna said things were really bleak and you guys were close to closing. Well, I'm gonna pay the rent for the store for the next year.
Pay my rent for a year. I'm like lost for words. It can only get better now.
We're gonna work on it together.
I'm just glad you're there for us now, and I forgive you. I'll tell Donna.
You tell Donna, okay? I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Donna.
Hey.
He's gonna pay our rent for a solid year. You hear me?
I hear you.
He's gonna educate us on the sales aspect for a whole month. And he's also gonna send us on a vacation. Ain't that something? This is the miracle we asked for. Yeah, we're gonna be all right now.
I gotta tell you, Marcus, that location was a struggling store. It didn't do well at the beginning. And I know you've been there about 3 years.
Yes.
And I don't think it's any coincidence that that store has thrived over the last 3 years.
Oh, thank you very much.
I know your kids are extremely special to you. You know, I know it's tough with the money you're making to really put money aside and think about the future. And I want to put a college fund together and put $2,500 in each one of your kids' names.
Thank you very much. It's probably the best thing somebody ever did for me.
It makes me feel good to be able to even do it.
Thank you so much.
When you told me you were thinking about leaving because there was another job that offered benefits, I can't lose guys like you. We'll make sure you get medical benefits.
Oh, man.
Because I can't have my partner getting sick.
Partner?
We have a new kiosk version of our stores. I'm gonna put up all the money and open up a business together that I want us to be 50-50 partners. And I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about the business.
This is... I never had anything like this happen to me before. I really appreciate it. That really means a lot. Oh, man. From an $8 an hour baker and 60 hours a week to like an partial owner, it's amazing. I'm gonna be able to do so much for the girls. It's just amazing.
I want my legacy to be one that people knew I cared. I have great people that work for me and have great franchisees, and it's just been overwhelming.
Hey, how you doing, Dan?
Good, man. Thanks for meeting me.
Hey, man, no problem.
This is a building I just bought.
Okay.
And we're storing the kiosk here while we're renovating the building.
Okay.
So wanna come in, check it out?
Sure. This is nice.
This is it.
This is
It's
beautiful.
our brand new kiosk. It's just here temporarily right now.
Okay.
While we're looking for a home for it. So why don't I show you around?
Okay.
So, I'm really not a self-made guy. There was other parties that came into my life that made me who I am. It feels great to be able to help Marcus, which really is helping his whole family. And this may change the course of their lives.
I'm speechless.
That's good.
It's beautiful.
I really think that what happened this week and giving back to people that didn't have the same opportunities that I did, I know my dad would be really proud of me. I hope the people I was able to help will pay it forward in the future. It's nice to know that I'm living my dad's dream too.
I really appreciate this opportunity.
We're gonna do it together, okay, bye?
I'm all in. Thank you very much.
No problem.
This week on Undercover Boss.
Hold on!
Oh my God!
The CEO of Fastsigns International, the largest custom sign company in America, poses as a recently divorced rocker chick who has a really hard time keeping a job.
I'm Louise.
Okay. For her age, she's dressed very hip.
Are you ready?
By working the front lines,
Oh, it's cold.
this CEO finds out the field is no piece of cake.
This is a lot harder than my real job. Uh-oh.
She's a prima donna.
Help.
She needs to suck it up.
A kitty cat. Come here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
How will she react when the journey takes an emotional turn?
It's a struggle, and it hasn't been easy. And we actually lost the house today.
You lost your house today?
We got evicted today.
Oh.
Find out next on Undercover Boss. Headquartered in Carrollton, Texas, Fastsigns International is the industry leader in custom sign and graphic solutions. With 530 locations worldwide, Fastsigns International has an annual revenue of more than $300 million. Overseeing the 4,000 employees that keep this company running is one woman.
I'm Catherine Monson. I'm the president and CEO of Fastsigns International. Fastsigns was founded in Austin, Texas in 1985 by two gentlemen, Gary Solomon and Bob Shannonbaum. They had seen a new technology of cut vinyl, and that really is what transformed the sign industry. And they opened a sign shop. And then they opened a second, and then they opened a third, and they found out it was a little bit challenging to run. So they decided to franchise. And very quickly, the franchise took off, and Fastsigns is the largest sign company in the world. I started with Fastsigns in February of 2009 in the depths of the recession. And there are some tough choices you have to make as a CEO of a company. There were certainly times that I was concerned about how people would feel about me, but more important than being liked is doing what's right for the company. I was born in Washington, D.C., and by the time I was 3, I was in Southern California. I am the oldest of 4. I'm the outgoing, boisterous one, and I had a childhood that had wonderful parts to it, and also not so wonderful parts. My brother Chuck was a big-time surfer. Then he had this unfortunate accident when he was 16. He got out of the water and put his surfboard up in the sand and ran down to go body surfing and dove under a breaker and hit his head on a sandbar and broke his neck. So he's paralyzed from the shoulders down. He's a quadriplegic. My brother was in the hospital for about 6 months after he broke his neck. I was there every day. Here's this amazing man who's a quadriplegic, who has an amazing outlook on life, that has created this charity, Wheels of Mercy, to help people who can't afford wheelchairs get them, and he's making a difference every single day. Certainly there are people who have worse childhoods than I, and I would say more people who had better childhoods than I. My mom was an alcoholic. I grew up in an alcoholic home. She was mean and belittling, and nothing that I did was ever right. There was a time where Mother became violent. She took a big glass object and broke it over my forehead. Split my face open. You know, just crazy things. And so we actually went to court and got a restraining order against her. She went to a public park in Maryland and shot herself in the chest with a 12-gauge double-barrel shotgun. We were estranged, but she's still your mom. And so I was afraid that I might be that same way, so I made a decision not to have children. And so I'm very work-focused. I made a decision to leave Southern California for this position. And yeah, I miss my friends, and yeah, there were some tearful nights where I felt lonely. I had some people say, you're too focused on work, you're a workaholic, you don't have any work-life balance. At this point in my life, I'm single, have been married twice before. Certainly I would love to be married again. I want to go undercover to learn what training and tools and resources we need to put in place so that our people can live our new positioning of being more than signs and more than fast.
That's a look.
But becoming a visual idea company.
Oh, yes, that is perfect. While undercover, I'm going to be posing as Louise Steely, a recently divorced rocker chick who has a really hard time keeping a job. The people I work with will be told that I'm a contestant on a reality TV show called Second Chances, where people who want to try a new career get a second chance. Today I'm excited to work with our center manager here because we're going to do site surveys. A site survey is when you've gotten an order and now you're going to go measure and make sure that you're doing the right type of sign. What I want to find out today is, are there any opportunities that we haven't thought about? And so I think being at the very beginning of a project doing a site survey, I'm going to learn if there's things we've overlooked. It's cold this morning.
I know.
Do
Welcome.
you always have to work out when it's cold?
Yes. I'm
Hi,
Jen with
Louise Steely.
Fastsigns. Nice to meet you. So today what we're going to do is do some site surveys. So what I'll do now is just show you some catalogs just to give you an idea of what to offer a customer when you talk to them.
And you're often outside in this kind of cold weather?
Oh yeah, a couple times a week.
Oh, it's cold. My feet are frozen.
My first impression of Louise was that she's a prima donna complaining about being cold, and it's life, so she needs to suck it up. Okay, so the most common thing we do are banners.
Okay.
So we can print full color graphics, pictures, whatever, to the material. So the name of this business is Galt Industries. What they are is more of like a construction company. Their logo's not real flashy, but it's something that has to be up there so that people know what it is.
I think the building looks kind of shabby. So you think they're going to make the outside look better? I think that maybe that we ought to recommend that they paint it.
I would never, ever say that to a customer, whether I think it or not. You don't want to offend them, because there's plenty of other sign companies out there that you can go to. What I'll just start doing is I'm going to measure this garage door, take the picture back to the store, and scale it. It's really important to take accurate measurements. You don't want to make something too big and you have your installer come out here and then you're embarrassed because it doesn't fit.
So bartending is a lot easier. You just put a little too much whiskey in the drink and everything is cool.
Oh, okay. So we'll do that. About 117. And what we'll do is draw the picture of the garage door. So here's the door. And then I was also thinking maybe putting a logo on that door there.
A kitty cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Hi, come here.
Louise seemed very distracted. I didn't even know what to say. We're here to do a job. Are you a cat fan?
I'm just an animal nut.
I hate cats. And if the customer was out here, I would have been completely embarrassed that she did that. We are going to go to another site. It's a boxing gym.
Do you see this cat?
Yes.
You know, do you believe in reincarnation? Anyway, never mind. People think I'm a little trippy that way, but I'm thinking, look at how this cat is totally mesmerized by us.
Yep. Honestly, I don't think that I could have Louise in my office.
So how long have you been with Fastsigns?
I've been with Fastsigns for 4 years. It's good because you get some support from the franchise as far as the marketing and stuff. But I think that there's a lot of things that could change. Like a lot of our current clients get the email marketing and they just think it's junk mail. It looks like junk mail.
Certainly I'm disappointed to hear that Jen doesn't feel that all of our marketing materials are first class.
And I just don't think that's effective.
I think we need to step back and take a look and see if there's something to what Jen says.
So where exactly are you from?
I am from Hyattsville, Maryland, which is just outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh, I'm originally from Pittsburgh.
What got you from Pittsburgh to St. Louis?
A bowling scholarship.
How cool.
Me and my husband met through bowling.
Really? And your husband's name?
Gary.
Do you still bowl?
Yeah, 3 nights a week. Sometimes I don't see Gary for 2 or 3 days.
How long have you been married?
2 years. We've been together for 6 years. What do you like to do?
Horseback riding.
Forever?
Since I was 4.
Oh, so horseback riding.
Yeah, I love it.
This is it right here. This guy wants to get more exposure to Manchester Road, which is a busy road.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hi, David.
Yeah, how are you?
I am kind of nervous about Louise meeting the customer.
Nice
and this
to meet
is
you.
Louise.
Hi, Louise. Hi.
She's training.
Hi.
And you are?
Hi, David.
David. Hi, David.
Nice to meet you.
Don't make suggestions that are out of the box. I think that's really important for her to grasp that concept. That worries me.
Nice
So
to meet
I'm gonna let you walk her around and show her exactly what you're looking for.
All right, sounds great. Well, outside's where the sign's gonna go.
All right.
You'd like to see something on all 3 different spots.
Okay.
It's either gonna be vertical or horizontal.
All righty. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get in through those bushes. Okay, 73 and 6. Okay, great. Hey, David.
Hi.
We've taken a lot of measurements, and what we're gonna do is put together some drawings so that you can take a look at it.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
right.
All right, very good.
Well,
All
thank
right,
you so much for your time.
All
We'll
right,
be
thanks.
back to you in 2 days.
All right, have a great day. All right, see you.
Thanks.
I think Louise at first was a little rough, but at the end, she took good measurements, figured it out. So I think that really impressed me. I think you did a great job in getting the whole idea of what exactly they're looking for.
Can we hop in the car and get warm?
Of course.
Great.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
Would you like to go along with me?
Really?
Try it out?
I would love to.
Okay, great.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
It was so exciting to watch her bowl. That level of skill is just amazing.
Okay. Ready?
All right, okay.
You got this.
Damn it! So my question for you is, how do you balance a job you love, a husband you love, and passions you love?
When you're passionate about something,
you just make it happen.
Just make time for it, you know? I would just be passionate about whatever you're gonna do.
Be passionate. Good advice. This is my first job undercover, and I didn't expect it to have such a personal effect on me.
Yay!
And it really made me reflect on my passion. Horses were the amazing thing that got me through tough times in my childhood, and I've kind of put it on hold, and maybe I need to bring it back.
Oh, that's a good one.
I hit something! I hit something! But right now, my commitment is Fastsigns.
Catherine Monson, the CEO of Fastsigns International, is a boss undercover in her own company.
Hi, Louise Steely.
Nice to meet you.
Her coworkers think she's part of a reality show called Second Chances, about a divorced rocker chick that needs help deciding on a career.
I'm in Austin today. This is where the concept for Fastsigns got started. And today I'm going to be working in the production area, which is really the heart and soul of this business. And it's all the different things that go into making signs. This location is a little unusual in that it actually handles the production for 3 different Fastsigns locations. So I'm really excited to see how they manage the workflow in this busy environment. But I'll also admit I'm a little bit nervous. I've never touched a piece of equipment. I've never touched a sign. This is Signs 101 for the CEO.
Hello, I'm Sheldon.
I'm Louise.
My new trainee?
Yes, I'm your new trainee.
Okay.
For her age, she's dressed very hip, contemporary, I guess. So, but you know, it's Austin. We keep it weird here.
Today I'm gonna teach you how to do production for signs.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Okay. So normally each store does their own production, but we're special. We do production for 3 stores. So we're really busy. This is kind of a rough idea of what the sign's gonna say. No parking anytime. I'm gonna take you over here. I'll show you what we do, then I'll let you work on the second one on your own.
Okay.
These are 2 separate signs. This is the edge of one sign.
So can I do that on this side?
Sure. Just kind of like poke it a little bit.
Wow, that's cool.
Okay, the next part, we're gonna take out the little O's.
Okay, the centerpieces.
The centerpieces. And you just kind of pull away. We try not to make mistakes because usually we're so busy we don't have time to go back and again.
So I'd better not make a mistake.
Yes.
Uh-oh. I just stuck. What do I do?
Just like that.
Okay.
Just peel it off a little bit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed it up.
It's a little not great with the knives yet, but that takes a while to get the coordination down, and it's not the easiest thing to do. The next step is we want to put this on aluminum. So let's go get a preview of the stomper.
So there's really a machine called a stomper?
It's the stomp shear. We just call it the stomper for short. These little edges of the tape, that's where we're gonna chop it out at. Just slide it in here, try to line it up to the blade.
And then now I just step down.
Just step down.
never put a sign together in my life. I don't know what I'm doing.
Sometimes it's easier if you get one foot on this side and step this way. Okay. We make signs, we're not making rockets. Eventually, it becomes second nature. Yep. Now we go back to where we first started. Just like we did on the little one, you let the...
Oh, wow, it's a thing of beauty. How long have you been doing this?
I have actually been at this place for 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So how about you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
The whole reason I got involved with this TV show, Second Chances, was maybe I have the opportunity to get a franchise.
Well, the only bad thing about having a franchise would be that corporate moves slowly. We have to compete against 150 different sign shops in this town. A lot of those are using the intranet. Fast Signs has been lagging behind to get a website set up to where you can go there and order a sign online.
And you don't have that now?
No.
Sheldon brought up a really important point that we Fast Signs don't yet have an e-commerce online ordering solution.
We need something like that to stay up to date.
I completely agree with what he pointed out as a shortcoming with our company.
And I think that will help a lot of our franchise partners grow their business even better.
This one is a lot of signs, 40 signs.
Okay, 40 signs.
40 signs.
Great.
I'm gonna leave you alone and I'm gonna go change out this material over here. Scream if you need any help.
All right.
Don't cut your finger off.
Good advice.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Crap. Oh, bad. Oh. When I got to do the signs by myself, I continued to mess up, got myself into a bit of a pickle. Clearly, it takes some practice to get better at this. Sheldon! Help!
I left Louise alone for maybe 2 minutes, and she was already having issues. If you're really careful, you can get it off again. Eventually, she needs to be more independent because we're not going to be able to help her. We're all going to be busy making signs.
It would be devastating to a Fast Signs if they had a bunch of Louises like me working in the production area, so we're going to make sure that that doesn't happen. Clearly, I'm not good at this.
It takes some time.
You're a very good teacher, I will tell you.
Well, it helps to have a little kid to test your patience.
Really?
Well, I've been a single dad for a very long time. I'm not single anymore.
Oh.
A couple years ago, I met Michelle. We just had everything in common. And then about 3 months in, we found out she had lung cancer.
Oh, no.
And so I took care of her for 6 months while she was going through chemo. And then at the end, as a surprise, I asked her to marry me.
Oh, what a beautiful story. How is she doing now?
She's doing good. She's getting her strength back. Her hair's starting to grow. We're trying to plan a wedding on a small budget and take it one step at a time.
That must have been an amazing lesson in caring and love for your son, to see you take care of her.
It was a good lesson for him to learn to stick with people and, not give up on people.
After a day working in production, I'm certainly humbled and a little embarrassed that things that appear simple really aren't. This franchise partner is really blessed to have Sheldon. So what's next? What's the next job?
Okay, well, let's clean up a little bit.
Okay. I am in Culver City, and today I chose an installer to work with. I have never applied I've not done any installation, so I don't really know what tools we use. I don't know what techniques we use. Hi, I'm Louise, and I'm looking for a guy named Gary.
Gary is in the back.
All right. What I'm hoping to learn today is how we install our products and how we ensure that they meet our high standards.
Gary, this is Louise.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, I didn't know it was supposed to be a woman.
Well, women can work too.
Of course, but nobody even suggested a she, he, or anything. Well, today we're going to apply the decals on this truck. Sides, back, tailgate, and front. I'm going to help with the first one on the door.
Yeah.
So that way you get to feel of it, how we're going to do
You're
this.
going to make me do one by myself?
Yes.
Okay, all right, hands-on training.
Let's measure this
Tape
out.
measure.
So we're going to mark. We're going to tape it all the way across. About the center.
All right.
All right. So we peel it back. Only as far as the tape.
Okay.
Remember, careful with that. So this is where we come with, use these.
The squeegee.
You pressing out the air. Just take your time.
I think
think I can do this.
I think you could do this on your own. It's much easier, too.
26 and a half, 20, we're just gonna say 13 inches. There's a part of the work that's easy, like measuring and get it in the right place. Oh, I've got air, but I had no idea how hard it is to apply a big graphic and not have air bubbles. Look at all those bubbles. Oh, another damn air bubble. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. Oh, look what I did. Okay, this is not good. It looked easier when you were doing it.
Well, yeah, because I'm going slowly. I'm not pressing hard on it.
You don't think I was doing that?
No, I saw you were.
Well, I mean...
This comes with experience and practice and also patience.
No one ever accused me of patience.
It seems like Louise is a little bit out of her comfort zone. She's kind of impatient. We all have the idea of stickers just peel and stick, and when it comes to something as a car, you can't just paste it on. What did you used to do before?
I've done a little bit of everything. I've substitute taught, I've been a bartender, I've been divorced a couple times. I don't understand it. Marriage is way too hard.
Yeah, it's complicated.
That's a good way to say it. It's complicated.
Well, I'm married right now. I'm expecting a baby any minute.
Tell me, is this your first?
My first boy.
So you already have a girl?
Yeah, I have 2 girls. One is 18 and the other one is 3.
Cool, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. So now?
We're going off-site and apply it at a car dealership. We're going to apply on the window decal.
We got 2 jobs today.
Yes, 2 jobs.
My first impression of Gary was a bit scary. He looks like kind of a rough and tumble guy. But after just a little bit of time with him, it's real easy to see he is a teddy bear. I could easily have misjudged the book by its cover. All right, so where are we going?
That's the window that we're going to do the install on.
Wow, this is really big.
Tape it, and we start to do the same thing we do with the other. We could do it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away for a minute, all right?
Okay.
All right.
This is not easy. It is really physically demanding, and there is definitely a skill involved that has to be learned over time. I don't have the strength for this.
And
this
I'm
is hard.
still not doing the strokes even. You're almost coating because you're almost jagged, you're almost just rough. So right now we're going to take a little break and...
I'm so glad.
I would not hire Louise. I think Louise might be suited for a job, maybe maybe a desk job, maybe not so hands-on.
So where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles.
So it's how long is your drive? Like
2 hours and a half.
Holy crap.
Yeah, to get to work. You know, well, before I even came to graphic designing, I was a young kid. I grew up in bad neighborhoods thinking that, everybody belonged to a gang, and I thought that was the way it's supposed to be. But I thought making money in drugs. I said, drugs is the way to go. I don't need education. I don't need nothing. I got money. And so around 19 years old, being placed under arrest, I already had 2 strikes. 3rd strikes means 25 minimum, life without parole. And I went to court, and as I was going to court, I see my mother. So she's crying. I look at my daughter, and she's only a few months old. And I said, I can't be a parent, I can't be a son, and then, wow, I ruined my life completely. I decided, God, if you do a miracle in my life and get me out of this place, and then I'm gonna live my life right. In the courtroom, the judge tells me to stand up, and he tells me, today's your lucky day. And he said, we're dismissing your charges. I said, only a miracle can do this. And that was the day I got released. First thing I do, I'm gonna go find myself a church to get into. So that's my goal, put me in a position where I can help somebody else and find their way, find a direction.
That's really amazing.
It's a struggle, and it hasn't been easy, and isn't easy now. We actually lost the house today.
You lost your house today?
We got evicted today.
Oh, wow.
I have a job, and
That's right, you have a job. So what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go?
Good things come from sometimes from bad things, so maybe it's time for me to make that change to move.
I've never met anybody like Gary, on one hand, and then on the other hand, he's very much like my brother. People that have overcome huge obstacles and are living their life with grace and love and working to help other people.
Let's go ahead and finish it off. I think it's getting kind of dark.
I might need some help with you to get this done before we have no light at all. I have to tell you, I'm really moved by you sharing that story. That's quite an inspiration. I'm in Phoenix today. I'm actually working with one of our franchisees.
I've met this guy, but it's important that I take this risk because typically when I go in and visit franchisees, they're saying the stuff they think I want to hear. And I think going in as Louise will give me a better view and I might find out really what's happening. Hey, are you Scott?
Scott's right over there.
Scott's up there? Scott?
I'll be right down.
I have to go up in that thing?
It's safe.
You're not up in it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kohler. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Louise.
Hi, Louise.
Is that safe?
Of course it's safe. We have a harness for you.
Okay.
And today we're going to be putting a set of letters on the side of the building.
Okay, cool.
I was kind of surprised. I expected someone that was a little bit more, I guess, business-oriented.
Where can I put my purse?
The all blacks, that kind of surprised me a little bit. These are the letters that we're going to be putting up. The company's called NRG Energy. We've already prepped the letters. We've already put the studs in them. So we're gonna go up, we'll mount the pattern on the wall, we'll get it in place, and then we'll drill holes, and then we'll mount the letters. Are you ready for this?
Totally ready.
Okay, so we have a harness for you.
Is this a trapeze act or something?
All right.
Is that a look or what?
Are you ready? What up, G? The higher we get, the more bouncy it gets.
Oh my God.
Just hold on.
I really got scared, but it's not so much the height. You know, when it was smooth and stable, that was cool. Then when it started to wiggle around, that was a little unnerving. How long is it going to take us to do this deal?
This pattern has 32 holes that need to be drilled.
And it's normal for this thing to move this much?
When you're up this high, yes.
Okay, so now what's the next deal?
We drill holes. And are you ready?
Do I look straight and level
Straight
to
and
you?
level and pull the trigger and push.
Is that right?
That's perfect. 28 more to go.
I think I'm just having a little tiredness in the arm. Do you want to drill a couple holes?
I don't feel like she's done a lot of manual labor. It's all right. We probably need to go up a little bit. She drilled about 15, 16 holes and she was ready to take a little break.
I think that drill probably weighs 10 or 15 pounds.
5 maybe.
So, why did you decide to own a business rather than be an employee?
It's kind of the American dream to own your own business. My wife calls it my mistress. You know, that's what keeps me away from home, out late at night.
So how many hours do you work a week?
You know, 50, 60. So it's usually at least a 10-hour day. You know, there's nothing in my shop I can't do. There's not a piece of equipment I can't run. You know, when we've been shorthanded or when times were tough and I couldn't afford to pay someone to install them, needed to be able to be able to do it as well.
So there's no class you can go to? Nobody trained you on this?
Not that I'm aware of.
You learned this on the job?
Yes.
We're not providing our franchise partners the training that they need in these kinds of projects. And that's something that I'm going to change when I get back to the office.
My wife says that I should be stricter with my employees like I am with my daughter.
You have a daughter?
2.5. Her name is Maya. We adopted.
Oh, you adopted.
Yeah, my wife, Julie, has MS, and she did chemotherapy as a treatment for that.
Ah.
You know, we were trying to overcome the effects of the chemotherapy, and it just didn't happen. You have kids?
I was never able to have kids.
Didn't want any?
Wanted some, just not real good timing on those things.
We were really fortunate. She is my number one.
Seeing the way Scott's eyes lit up when he talked about his daughter really made me reflect on
my decisions not to have any children. And I suppose if given the chance to go back, I might do it differently. I think we got them all.
That's it. We just want to pump some silicone in the hole.
And then that's all we do?
That's it.
Julie's MS, is it like doing well?
It's not fixed forever. In fact, she actually had an infusion today.
So are you gonna try to adopt another baby, or is one the right number?
I would definitely adopt another if the opportunity arises.
It's really motivating to see how committed Scott is to his business as well. He's very committed to his family. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. That's perfect. To have that kind of love in your life is a really special thing. I mistakenly thought that going undercover would actually be easy. It has given me such an added appreciation for our employees. I really need to make the company a better place for them and for our franchise partners. It was as much personal growth for me as it was business growth. I made a decision 3 years ago to accept the job of CEO of Fastsigns and leave my friends and leave my family. And I don't regret that, but I've really not done the things to take care of me. Today, all the employees I have worked with are going to be coming to a place that's very special to me, an equestrian center in Laguna Hills, California. All the employees believe that they're weighing in on whether or not I deserve a second chance.
Wow. Hello.
Hello. Do you know who I am?
No, I don't think we've ever met.
I think I trained you last Saturday.
Do you?
Yes, you are Louise, right?
I'm Catherine Monson, CEO of Fastsigns International.
Oh my God.
This is surprising what's going on now.
What are you doing here?
Well, I hope I didn't disappoint you.
You did not, Sheldon. I messed up, made mistakes, ruined signs, and you never lost patience with me. I was just blown away. You highlighted a real weakness of our companies.
The website.
So I want to share with you, because I'm very excited that we are in the testing phase right now. I would like you to be part of our test group. Would you be interested?
I would love to do that.
We'll make sure we pay you for that time away from the office.
You're too kind.
And so you have a big day coming up?
In about 3 months, we're gonna get married.
You've had a very hard, trying, challenging time early in your relationship, battling cancer, fighting it back, winning. That I would like to treat you and Michelle to a honeymoon of your dreams.
Oh, really?
As a gift from Fastsigns and from me, $10,000.
Wow. I am excited to tell her because she's gonna just explode. I mean, she's gonna think it's the coolest thing ever. That's very generous, thank you.
You guys have some medical bills.
Yes. She had a collapsed lung, she had the radiation, and then she had the chemo.
Wow.
Well, that's what you sign up for better or for worse, you know?
Well, I would like to give you $50,000
Holy.
to ease some of that pressure.
Are you're kidding me, right? You don't really have to do that, though. That's a lot.
It would be my dream that I could sometime in my future find a man who would stand by me like you've stood by Michelle.
Well, everybody should have somebody like that. I want to hug you.
Okay, then just hug me. Come on, don't be waiting.
You are awesome. I kind of feel peaceful, you know, like I can kind of relax a little bit and enjoy life a little more. Thank you.
All right.
You know, I'm just shocked.
Jen, it is very clear that you are driven. And what really disappointed me is that you felt that our email marketing campaigns looked like spam or junk. I'm really excited to tell you that next month at our convention, we're gonna unveil a whole new look and feel to the Fastsigns brand. I can't wait for you to see that.
Awesome.
You also shared with me that you're busy with bowling and Gary's busy with his, and that sometimes you never see each other.
Yeah.
But I think you need to spend some time together. So I am gonna give you $10,000.
Oh my God.
With the caveat, you have to use it on a romantic vacation.
That's amazing. Wow, thank you.
You have taught me the lesson that if I'm really going to be the best CEO possible, I want to have a life that's balanced like yours. I want to encourage you to chase your passions and your dreams even more. And I'd like to give you $20,000.
What? Oh my God. Wow. For bowling?
For bowling.
Oh my God.
For whatever you want.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It feels amazing to have the recognition that I'm doing a good job. It's really important to me that it's appreciated at my level from somebody like Catherine.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. I'm freaking excited.
Scott, I have to tell you, the day with you, I had so much fun.
Well, I'm glad.
You almost killing me on the lift, the way you made it sway back and forth. You like to make me shriek. It was a great experience for me as CEO.
Thank you.
You had to teach yourself how to do those kinds of installs. We didn't provide any training. I really think the kind of job that we did together is the kind of job that every Fastsign should do. Thanks to your inspiration, I'm going to put together a training program to teach our franchise partners every step along the way.
I think that's incredible.
You shared a story of getting blessed with this wonderful baby, and I see you light up when you talk about Maya. But I'd like to give you $10,000 to put in a college fund for Maya.
I'll gladly accept. Thank you. She is my number one. The most important thing.
I made a decision not to have children because I was afraid that I would turn out like my mother. And I really have not regretted that decision until I was on that lift and you talked about Maya the way you did. I really respect how you get involved in the business and do installations, but I also want you to be able to spend the time that Maya deserves as she's growing up and the time that Julie deserves. I would like to give you $15,000 so that you can be at home with Julie and with Maya.
God has blessed me with her, and I'm just so thankful that I have her and my wife, and just life is, even though it's hard, life is good. Life is good. My daughter Maya means the world to me. Whatever Maya's opportunities are, we'll be able to afford that.
Bye, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. It's incredible.
Gary, the biggest gift for me was to see a man who made a lot of mistakes and now has turned his life around in the most amazing and beautiful way.
Thank you.
I want to give you the best opportunity to just continue to grow in your Fastsigns career. So I am going to bring you out to Dallas, where our corporate office is, for a week, and put together a customized training program for you, teaching you all the tricks of the trade, all expenses paid, as well as your salary during that week.
And to have this opportunity to learn more and have it presented to me as a gift, I'm really grateful.
I know how much your church has helped you and the importance that that church has in your life. So I would like to give you something for you to give your church. $15,000.
The church is about to close down because it couldn't pay their dues. Thank you, Jesus.
And there's something else I'd like to do for you. I so respect that you make the long 2.5-hour drive to work. And I know how difficult it can be when you don't have a dependable car. So I would like to give you a new car.
We're trying to save up, but we can't. We're trying to make a car, we can't. I love you, thank you.
It breaks my heart to think of you and your family being evicted from your house.
So I'm gonna give you $50,000.
Thank you. Our prayers have been getting answered just one day. All of them get answered one day. This doesn't happen to people like me. This is, I'm not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be somebody else.
I'm gonna tell you that I don't believe that's true. You're gonna be an inspiration that brings lots of other people out of the darkness into the light.
Can I give you a hug?
I would love a hug, Gary.
It doesn't feel like it's real. It almost feels like a dream. I'm still in shock.
I've really learned from the people I've worked with of the importance of better balance in life. And so there is one last stop that I need to make before going back to the office. The people we love are so important to us. I need to invest more time in family.
Hey, bro.
So good to see you.
It's great to see you. So great having all of us together. It's been so long.
Oh, you made me a welcome sign. The love and relationships that we have with our family far exceed anything we could ever accomplish in our business lives.
It's just good to be back.
This whole experience is gonna make me not just a better CEO, but a better person, a better friend, a better aunt. It has truly enriched my life.
I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you, and how much I admire you.
Thanks, Chuck.
And very glad to see you. It's been too long.
It's been too long, it has been.
Yeah, we miss you.
Same here, same here.
This week on the season finale of Undercover Boss, the CEO of Mascot, one of the country's largest builders of telecommunication and energy systems, poses as a recently laid-off high school coach, getting a second chance at starting a new career.
How are you? My name is Manny.
Wendy Maxwell, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
By going out in the field,
Pull your pot. Pulling, I'm pulling.
this soft-spoken boss will find out if he's tough enough to work on the front lines.
How you doing, Elaine? You doing all right?
Okay.
A little faster, rookie. He's sensitive, man. Like a doctor.
Yeah.
Remind me of my dentist, dude. You gotta be tough.
Be careful now, but one part of me is just want to cut him a little bit of slack. The other part is like, look at this guy.
And along the way, he'll face real danger.
Now, this will provide this transformer with power.
Right now?
Coming up next on the season finale of Undercover Boss. Headquartered in Miami, Florida, Mascot is one of the largest builders of telecommunication and energy systems in North America. With more than 9,000 employees, Mascot builds everything from power lines to gas lines to sources of renewable energy. At the head of this $2.8 billion corporation is one man.
I'm Jose Mas, and I'm the CEO of Mascot. Mascot's an infrastructure construction company. The easiest way to understand Mascot is when you're at home and you turn on a light switch. We're the ones behind building that power grid that allows that light to turn on. When you pick up your telephone and you have a dial tone, we're the ones that build the system to allow that communication to happen. That's what Mascot does. Mascot was founded by my father, Jorge Mascanosa. He actually immigrated from Cuba in 1959, came to the United States, not speaking the language, with no money in his pocket. You know, he worked a bunch of odd-end jobs. He worked as a shoe salesman, some of the hotels cleaning dishes, and eventually he had some friends that had opened up a business doing underground construction that was failing, where they offered him an interest in the business if he could turn it around. He did it, had no idea what he was doing, but he figured it out, eventually bought his partners out, and really grew the company during the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I grew up watching my father fight for his people. He took a keen interest in the Cuban-American struggle. He actually served as the chairman of the Radio Advisory Committee to Cuba for President Reagan, President Bush, President Clinton, and it made him a huge presence in Miami. My dad was an incredible man that I would love to be like. My dad was a larger-than-life figure. He loved being around people, and I actually love being around people as well. I love hearing stories. And he passed away at his house in 1997 at the age of 58. I was there, I knew it, and that moment showed me the impact that he had in his life. People started coming to the house, and then it just ballooned up to his funeral, his burial, you know, a couple 100,000 people. Unbelievable. They were the average citizen that came to pay their respects for somebody that fought so hard to help his people. I mean, he was an unbelievable spirit, a very giving man, and he fought for them to the day he died. I became CEO of the company in 2007, and at the time, financially, we weren't doing great. Good morning. I made a lot of changes, really diversified our business, and the success that Mascot's had over the last 4 years has been unbelievable. Since 2007, we've tripled revenues and quadrupled earnings. I got the Florida Entrepreneur of the Year award for the success that we've had here in the last couple of years. You know, as the CEO of Mascot, the buck stops here. Every decision that gets made, ultimately, I'm responsible for. We've got big goals. We want to become a lot bigger than what we are, and, you know, not satisfied until we get there. You know, as CEO of a large publicly traded company, I get paid very well. I have a nice home. I'm able to provide a lot for my family. Hey, kids. I have 2 beautiful children. I have a great wife.
Jose is an amazing father. He's a great role model to our kids. You're gonna miss Dad, huh? There was nobody he admired more in the world than his dad. And I think part of the reason that he's so successful is he had a role model like his dad.
Make the pass and cut. One of the activities that I most enjoy with my kids is I coach them in basketball. You get here and you pop your shot. That's a big part of our family nucleus. Come on. Over the course of the last 4 years, we've grown a lot. But as we've become so large, there's many jobs that I still don't know. My father was hands-on. He dug the first ditch, and for me, it's very important to participate in these jobs, getting to understand the challenges and opportunities that we have. Is the tingling and stinging normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
While undercover, I'll be posing as Manny Medina, a gym teacher from Eagle, Colorado, who's been recently laid off.
Oh my God.
My employees will be told I'm a contestant on a reality show called Second Chances, where someone who's been recently laid off tries to get a second chance by working in a new career. I'm here today in the Fort Myers area, and today I'm going undercover as a high-voltage electrician. My father was very passionate about bringing power to homes and making that efficient and effective. Even though the business has changed a lot, you always have to stay close to your roots. And working around energized cable is extremely dangerous, so I'm looking to make sure that our employees are working safely. They need to be doing a job of quality, then they need to do it, you know, as quickly as they can. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man? I'm Manny. I'm looking for Alex.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Alex, how are you?
This is my brother, Kelvin. How you
Hey,
doing?
Kelvin, how are you, man?
Oh, you just joined the Duran brothers, the Duran crew. We always work together. Let's see if we have what it takes to do this. My brother been doing this for 10 years. He was my teacher, and I just passed the teacher. So passed the teacher. Yeah, good luck with that one.
What are we doing here today?
There's power running underground. So what we're doing now is going to provide power to all these houses using our pad mount transformers. We're going to use that crane to lift it and set it on the pad. Once we set it, we go to the step of all the connections. That's a safety issue. We always treat everything as live.
But if that's live, that'll kill you, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep. If you cut the cable wrong, if somebody might go without knowing what they're doing and connect it, this will blow up. One mistake will do it.
Man, you're scaring me, man.
You can't be afraid of it.
All right.
You gotta respect it. Manny reminds me of like an older version of less cool Eminem. Yeah. This is pretty simple. This handle tells you exactly what this arm is gonna do. This here is winch down.
Which is that winch over there?
This is the winch over there.
This extends the boom.
This extends the
Tracks
boom.
the boom.
Simple, right?
So far.
All right.
You're leaving me?
I'll tell you what to do down there.
All right, all right.
Go, let's set the first transformer.
All right.
Make sure we don't drop this, man. We're gonna have to work for the rest of our life for free, okay?
All right.
Now winch up.
A winch, right?
Yeah, winch up requires 2 hands. All right, Manny, bring it to me.
Manny was just slow. Slower than a turtle, man.
It's normal that it turns like that?
Yeah, it's fine. Manny was too gentle. You have to be fast and productive and safe all at once. You know, you can't be timid or scared. A little faster, rookie. You gotta do it quick, man. You gotta do it quick. Yeah. Come on. Bring it right here. There you go. You're almost there.
I've never operated a boom truck before, so it was actually pretty cool that I was able to pick up the transformer and put it where it needed to go.
3 hours later, transformer is set. Now, we gotta connect the transformer. On this wire, we're gonna build an elbow, which will get plugged in and provide the transformer with power. So you grab one of the ground wire and you pull. Take that off. A lot of people just make a mess. For me, I like to actually make my job look good. So from here, move the knob, set it to strip, do that circle. See how it goes in?
You made that look easy.
A lot of years, brother. Now this will provide this transformer with power.
Right now?
Just kidding, man. How was it? You guys scared?
I mean, man.
Yeah. It was hot.
Jump. I felt like I was in a fraternity in college again, getting hazed. They got me. They got me good on that one. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get them back.
Think you could do it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Don't be nervous, man. It's like what, $10,000, $20,000?
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
That's just a little bit of pressure.
You gotta keep in mind, you gotta work fast. Just manhandle it.
He's sensitive, man. Like a doctor. Yeah. Remind me of my dentist, dude.
Am I touching you too hard? No, you gotta be tough. You and my girlfriend built an elbow.
Your girlfriend did it?
First try, she did an elbow.
5 minutes. What do you think about this so far?
You know, so far, other than you guys teasing me, it ain't too bad. What do you guys aspire to do in the company? What's the next step for you guys?
You become a lineman.
The qualified lineman.
How long does it take to be a lineman?
What's depend on what trains you?
The company doesn't provide it here.
When you get in this line of work, you gotta spend money.
Companies don't pay for it?
Actually, no.
No?
Also, you gotta buy all your tools, your bag, anything that will make your job easier.
It's not good.
There's no question that we've got training schools across a lot of different areas. You know, why everybody wouldn't know about that bothers me.
The other way around.
And having to provide some of their own tools, we gotta fix that. You know, I gotta fix that.
Now he's gonna go ahead and inspect your elbow.
Okay.
I mean, it's freaking ugly, but...
Freaking ugly? You're just picky, man.
I'm picky, man.
So how long have you been doing this job?
I started when I was 18, and we're two brothers, and we're lucky to work together. And coming from the Dominican Republic, a hard life, I don't know if you know, third world country.
It's poor, man. Talking about walking around with no shoes, you know.
But we came here when we were like 10 years old.
10 years old.
He was 10, we were young.
And I didn't know no English, bro.
My mother had to take a boat, you know the whole freaking story, how we make it here.
You know, Alex and Kelvin coming from the Dominican Republic to start a new life is amazing. Obviously, you know, my family's been through something very similar where my parents had to leave their country.
Getting in this line of work is what helped us move up, or else we don't know what the hell we've been doing.
To know that Mostex afforded that opportunity to two immigrants coming to this country and starting from scratch, much like my father did, I think he would be extremely proud of what we're doing.
Before you get back to work, there's a little something you're gonna have to do.
All right.
We're gonna see how you can move. You're gonna have to learn how to have fun in this line of work.
Oh, man.
There you go, buddy.
You gotta teach me.
No, you're gonna have to right in the moment.
Just gotta do it.
There you go, there you go.
It's a little turn, bro.
I think they make a great team, and they've got an opportunity to really advance in this company, so we gotta figure out how to make that happen.
You know, do a little
hip hip.
There you go.
That's freaking hilarious.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You guys, you know. I'm gonna American Falls, Idaho, on a wind farm, and today I'm going to be a heavy equipment operator. When this wind farm's complete, it's going to power 37,000 homes. The renewable energy business is very important for me. In 2008, it was the first major acquisition that I made as CEO. We think it's going to be a big growth engine for the company for a long time. Today, I'm going to be looking for the impact that we're having on the landowner's land and anything we can do to make the business better. Hi, Wendy.
Are you my new trainee today?
I am. How are you? My name is Manny.
Wendy Maxwell, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is pretty cool.
Well, what we do is pretty cool. I don't like the idea of giving money to foreign countries to buy all. There's enough in our United States to help us.
Sounds like you're working for a mission.
It's what I do. I'm part of the civil crew, and we're the first ones on the job and the last ones off. We come in, we build all the roads, we dig all the holes for the turbines. Then after they erect these wonderful things, we reclaim and dress up all the land. Do you know anything at all about heavy equipment?
Nothing.
Okay, we're gonna try to move some of this dirt and make it as level and pretty as we can. So all I'm gonna do is make a few passes, and then we'll get you in and let you give it a try.
All right.
As long as you don't show me up.
No, I'm not going to show you up.
Okay.
You know, this is your typical wind farm site, probably owned by a farmer, and the farmer gets paid for leasing out the space to the wind farm. They're letting us use their property. We're here to do a job, but at the end of the day, we have to turn that land over exactly how we found it. I think I'm ready.
Okay, just don't hit this
There's no way I'm hitting
$2 million turbine.
I'm jumping off before I hit that.
No, don't jump off. This is your forward and reverse, left and right, to move your machine. This is your blade control in the front.
Okay.
Pretty much that's it. So turn your key.
You want me to give it a shot now, pushing some dirt?
Go for it.
Now don't be trying to get all fancy now. We just need to push some dirt.
Okay.
Manny is real soft-spoken. He talks really low. You doing all right?
Okay.
We all loud people, you know, like to have fun, and if this is something he would like to do, he might have to get a little bit more vocal.
I don't think that looked too pretty.
You can't expect to be perfect if you're only learning.
You know, I want to do a good job. Part of my DNA is I want to win. I want to do everything right.
Don't go too deep.
You know, I found myself messing up a couple times.
Well, you still have a pretty good load on your blade.
Raise your blade up as you go.
And then you'll lose your load.
First time on a dozer, and it's tough. I think I made more hills than I straightened it out. So I think I do other things better than operate equipment.
Okay, let's put it in neutral.
And then kill it.
Okay, Manny, how did that feel?
Felt all right, but I can't keep an even surface.
You know, it's a learned process. Some people have it, some people don't. But we'll move on to something else. We're gonna compact some gravel.
All right. I read everywhere about clean energy and it's the wave of the future. What's the job like?
Well, we work longer hours. Most of the time you're away from home, from family. I guess I'm fortunate enough I work with my husband. He is a superintendent. I'm from South Louisiana. Don't see it but about 3 weeks out of the year, but that is home. You know, it's a solitary life. It's hard, but because of this job, I'm able to do things for my children, for my grandchildren, that otherwise I wouldn't be able to do.
You get to see your grandkids a lot?
When I go home at Christmas, you know, throughout my life, I've been poorer than dirt. But the one thing you can give somebody when you can't give anything else is a smile. That is free. And I've kind of lost my smile.
Why? What's wrong with your smile?
Well, I have fibromyalgia, and I take a good bit of medication, which is causing me to lose teeth.
Because what is it that they would do? What is it that you...
I'd probably have to have them all pulled and all put back in. But when we come out here to work, I can't take extended periods of time off to go do that. And I've got a little bit more financial obligation because I want to go home and not owe a soul. My home be paid for, everything.
Wendy's a great person. She's a woman working as an equipment operator, which is almost unheard of. She's working hard, long hours, long days, and she's doing it so her life and her family's life can be better. I was very impressed. So what are we going to be doing up here?
We're dressing up all the roads because they take such a beating. You know, we're coming back and added a couple inches of gravel on top. And so we're going to compact some gravel. Here we are. Isn't that a beautiful view out there?
It's gorgeous.
It's just magnificent. You know, I think wind energy is a great thing. A lot of people don't like it. They don't like to look at them. You know, if we go into communities and we're not welcome, you know, if they're not making the dollars and they really don't want it. Like one time we went in a restaurant and pretty much was told if we worked on the wind farm, they didn't want our dollars.
Wow.
You know, it's tough, but if you got to earn your view to see to our future, then that's what we have to do. Let's go get her done.
All right. We think we're doing something that's good for not only the country, but the communities that we're working in. And I absolutely want to look into it and see if there's things that we can do to improve the relationship between our employees and the communities in which we're working in.
This is Billy Maxwell.
Hello, Billy.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Manny.
Nice to meet you.
Also my husband, but
Yeah.
you know, he's only my husband after I clock out in the day.
Are you learning anything?
Trying to figure it out.
Right. Well, there's only one way to learn it after she shows you what to do. The only really way to learn it is to do it.
I'm ready.
Turn it on.
I'm gonna get out of here, so good luck to you, Manny.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm going in this direction, forward, then back?
Right.
Wendy is here with her husband. They spend a lot of time away from home, and it's tough. I mean, she's out here trying to make it better for her kids, make it better for her grandkids, and she's doing it a hard way. She's doing it the American way. Pretty awesome to be around her. Is that good?
That's better.
Jose Moss is a boss undercover in his own company. He's currently posing as a high school coach looking for a second chance at a new career.
Wendy Maxwell, nice to meet you.
All right, this is pretty cool.
His journey continues in Dallas, Texas.
Today I'm going to be working with a foreman. On this job, we're changing out natural gas pipes. So we're taking old pipes in bad shape and replacing them with new pipes. What that does at times is there's less leakage in the pipes, which hopefully brings down everybody's natural gas bill. You have a brand new pipe. We've had some issues here in Dallas. We lost a big account. You know, I'm competitive. I want to win every job in the market. So our goal here is to go after every account that we can win and hopefully eventually win back the account that we lost.
Excuse me, how you doing? I'm looking for Rick.
This man right here.
Thank you.
Hey, Rick, how are you? I'm Manny.
Good. So you're going to be helping us today?
I'm going to be helping you today.
All right, cool. We're retrofitting all the gas service lines going to the houses. We're taking out the steel. The steel pipes are rusty, a lot of corrosion on them from years of sitting in there. Some of this stuff was done in the 20s. They had a issue several years ago where a house literally blew up with some leaks. So they're
Blew up?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not feasible to leave it in. You know, instead of just going to get the ones that are leaking, we're just going to do them all and replace them with new poly plastic pipe. So are you familiar with the use of any of this equipment at all?
No, I'm not.
What did you do before you came out here?
I was a high school basketball coach, and you know, schools are having a tough time, and hard to make a living that way.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
trying
true.
to figure out what to do next.
Grab a shovel and just kind of clear this out.
Okay. I'm not used to being this physical on the job. Usually I'm using my brain a lot more than I'm using my body.
Let's get this pipe out of here. Be careful now, bud. This is live gas down here. Actually, hang tight for just 1 second. I get the fire extinguisher. What we're gonna do.
Now, what do we got a fire extinguisher for?
If somebody drives by in their car and flips a cigarette out the window, I want to be able to put the fire out. This is a live gas main. We're going to put soap around it. The bubbles will fix the leak first before we do any work.
That doesn't scare you?
No, I'm not overly concerned about it, but a guy that doesn't know how to react to a situation, he might freak out. You know, those are kind of the things that I think about as the foreman. Take this soap bottle and just squeeze it. See the fitting? All around that, soak it good. I mean, make sure it's good and wet.
All right. No bubbles, right?
No bubbles, no trouble. All right, that'll be good. while you're down there, see how we had all this extra slack on that pipe over there?
Yes.
I'm gonna push it this way, and I want you to pull. And we're gonna pull all that slack back in the hole.
Okay.
Pull your pipe.
I'm pulling.
Manny, he's very soft-spoken. Working out here with a bunch of guys, sometimes you gotta get rough with them. You know, you gotta be loud. He's having problems.
It's tough.
You know, you don't know if you talk to a guy like that, if it's gonna hurt his feelings.
Is that good?
No. One part of me says, I just want to cut him a little bit of slack. The other part is like, hey, guys, you know, look at this guy. Go ahead and pull your pipe. Out here, you've got to have a little bit of confidence and show it. All right, let's go do this saw cutting real quick. Get that blade turner. Yep.
It's a tough job. It's physically tiring. There's a very dangerous element to this job there. That's a natural gas main line. You make a mistake, that line can blow up.
You got this?
I'm gonna try. They're risking their life every day for our company, and that's impressive. So, Rick, how can I unscrew this?
Well, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, I learned that a long time ago. You want to break for lunch?
Sure. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, right? So I might get a chance to work for this company. What's that like?
Well, 10 years ago, things were a lot better here. From what I understand, the laborers, other than their paycheck at the end of the week, they don't have any incentive. You know, we've got a bonus program that, you know, it hasn't worked. Nobody's gotten it. Nobody's reached it.
How many of these can you do in a day?
They want us to do somewhere around 3 a day, and it's almost impossible. I don't see how we're going to ever reach it. But
if I put out a bonus program to try to, you know, help the employees make more money, to give them a chance to get ahead in advance, but if nobody's able to achieve it, then we got to relook at it. You have a family?
I'm engaged to be married, and I have a 55-year-old sister-in-law. She's mentally retarded.
What's that like?
She's a lot of fun. So basically, if we go somewhere, she goes with us. But on the bright side, she is 55 years old, so she can go with us if we want to go dancing, if we want to go to a club or something. She calls me boy. She loves her boy.
And when are you getting married?
We haven't set a date yet. I don't know.
I've been married for 14 years, man.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Has it been good? All good?
It's been good.
You know, it's kind of one of them deals. We're waiting to see where the money's at, you know, before we get married, because she wants to have a special wedding, you know, and we don't have the money to do that right now.
Right. I haven't been in the position that Rick's been in. I haven't had to worry about providing something for my wife or for my kids. And to me, it's important that we don't let our success get to our head. These are the real stories of the men and women of Mascot. And, you know, I won't forget that, because it's going to help me make better decisions.
I guess let's get back to work.
All right, let's go. Today I'm in Ponca City, Oklahoma, and I'm going to be working on a construction crew on a transmission line. You know, a transmission line is like a highway for power. Everything we do requires power, and we need affordable power. But to be able to do that, we need a system, a highway, that moves our power from the places where it can be produced most effectively to homes and businesses. That's what these transmission lines do. Today we're upgrading an existing transmission line. These are big lines. A lot of things can go wrong, a lot of things can happen. So I want to make sure they're working safely.
How you doing? Looking for Hugh?
I'm Hugh.
Hey, Hugh, how are you? I'm Manny.
Oh, you're the new guy.
I'm the new guy.
I'm the foreman of the crew out here.
All right.
Let me get you a sign this safety sheet. This here is our little thing we do every day on hazards on the job. We got our protective boots, leather gloves, ear protective, safety glasses, hard hats. I think you can just sign it down here at the bottom somewhere. Right, we're gonna go strictly by safety. We're gonna be digging, as you can see, we've done started. We've got some wire to put in the ground. We got ground rods to drive.
What do the ground rods do?
The ground rods is for the static. For this point right now, it's for lightning. Where it won't damage the structure, won't damage the bases, stuff like this, and that way everything's cool.
All right, cool.
Let's grab some old ground rods and we'll go ahead and get those drove up. Slide that over the end of this. All right, beat that thing down. Just watch how high you pull it. Hit that thing like you live.
I'm sorry?
I said, hit it like you live.
All right, I'm scared that I'm gonna put it all the way up, man. I'm gonna hurt my hand.
You ain't gonna hurt it. That'd make a man out of you. I probably got an 11-year-old boy that could beat that thing harder than him. You could probably get more leverage on if you don't jump down here now. He acted like he was scared of it, or Manny was. That ought to be good right there. Have you ever operated backhoe?
Well, yeah.
You think you'd be safe enough to run that front bucket and push it in here?
I think I can do it.
All right, tell you what, I'll get you over here on that pile of dirt right there and see what you can do with it.
All right, cool deal.
All right. Hey, I don't want you close to these structures, because, man, if we hit these things, boy, we're going to be in a world of trouble. Yeah. Go ahead and jump up on there and I'll kind of show you. Go ahead and crank it up and see what it does. If it's in, yeah, put your seatbelt on. Yeah. All right, put it in gear and see what it does there. Straight forward. All right, go ahead and ease it down, scrape it. Push it forward. All right, roll it to the right. All right, curl it down. The other way. Bring it back up some.
You want me to pick up the piece?
Yeah, just try to lay it flat and scrape it smooth. Come on down. I don't think you're ready for this yet.
You don't think I'm ready for this?
No. You'll find out I'm picky when it comes to using equipment. I don't want nobody hurting there. If I don't feel safe with you, I ain't gonna let that happen. I don't want nobody to get hurt or nothing.
All right.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I need to get some water.
Yeah, my mouth is getting pretty cottony there. I'm getting too old for this. I'm about ready to retire.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. How do you like
I'm from Georgia.
You're from Georgia?
Yeah.
You have any family back in Georgia?
Yeah, I got a wife, 10 grandbabies.
Oh, wow.
4 kids.
So what's it like working so far away from home?
Yeah, it's not good. I've been with the company, March 6th will be 15 years. I started out with them in telephone communications. Went from that to the power. I was the first Georgia power service crew that Mascot had. So now I'm on transmission.
You've been all over the place.
I've been around. I got injured on the job. I got twisted around a boring rod. Broke my ankle, busted a jewel, and my eyes were hemorrhaging. But yeah, I stayed in the hospital a couple of days. Everything come out pretty good. I got plate and screws in that ankle. Mascot treated me real good on that deal. Mr. Mars, the senior, he's dead now, but Mr. Mars was talking to my wife over there, and they was telling her, you know, if there was anything that she needed, do not hesitate to ask. And, you know, that means a lot to me. You know, a man that owned a company come up and say something like that to my wife, that meant a lot.
You know, it wasn't surprising to hear that my dad did that, because he was an incredible human being. He did a lot of things like that.
And but I got to meet him and the junior, which Mars now, this guy, that Jose, I guess. And I wish they could get out and see everybody a lot more. I think a lot more people would have a better outlook at some of the company.
Today, I came expecting one thing, and sometimes you learn something else. You taught me a good lesson. What makes you exceptional is love of the company. With guys like that, we're in great hands. Can I grab another water in here?
Yeah.
You know, it started with my father a long time ago. And here I am.
Well, do we need to finish this thing?
Come on.
All righty.
So I'm at the end of my journey, thousands of miles away from home, in a basketball gym, because this is a place for me that I can find solace and I can think about the week that I've had. I met some unbelievable people. I heard their stories, what moves them, what motivates them. And the reality is that I'm not the reason for the success of Mascot. I'm one person. Our success starts in the jobs that I did this week. I need to be a lot more visible. I need to get out and meet more of our people. It's hard, but if it meant that much to Hugh and it had that much of an impact, I have to do it. My father was 58 when he passed away. I was 26. And it's amazing to me that 14 years later, he's still teaching me lessons.
My time undercover has finally come to an end. I've had an incredible journey,
and I've learned some unbelievable lessons. So I've called the employees to the Freedom Tower. The Freedom Tower is where Cubans were first processed when they came to this country. The road outside of the Freedom Tower is actually named after my father. I'm about to reveal my true identity to the employees, and they think they're voting to decide whether or not I deserve a second chance.
Something that's completely out of his element. He's never done anything like this before.
Manny don't look like he's really cut out for this type of work.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Manny?
All right, so I got a secret. I'm not really Manny. My name's Jose Mas.
Oh, God.
And I'm the CEO of Mascot.
You're kidding me, right?
You had that hair dyed blonde and you kind of fooled me a little bit.
Wendy, we talked a little bit about some of the communities that you work in, and you were concerned. Some communities accepted you, there were others that didn't really want you there. So one of the things that I'd like to do is, when we get to a new win site, I want to do an event for the community and explain to the community what it is that we're doing, why it's a benefit to them, and how it can help them.
Thank you.
You brought up the issue about your smile, and you said that you wanted to bring joy to people's world. So you're gonna get the time off to go do your teeth, and whatever it costs, we're gonna pay for. I don't know if it's $20,000, $25,000 to fix your teeth.
Wow.
I want you to smile, and I want you to bring joy to people's lives.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's something else that I want to do for you, because I think you told me that you had about $30,000 in different debts, and I'm going to give you $30,000 so that you can feel good about having your teeth done, and you don't feel that that's taken away from anything else.
Thank you, sir.
Jose.
Jose. I don't know if there's words to convey that feeling. You know, to have that done means everything.
Kelvin, Alex, you guys gave me a really hard time, man. You called me rookie. You said my girlfriend's faster than that. I don't know, man. I was a little offended. I'm disappointed that you didn't think my skills were up to task.
I don't know what to say.
Actually, when I got out of there, I said, I'm going to get you guys back. Somehow, I'm going to find a way to get you back.
I got your back. I got your back. Yes, you did. Because now we're like, do we got a job or something?
Great to meet you guys.
Same here, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome time working with you guys. You guys talked a little bit about some of the tools being provided by the company. And we're going to work on getting you guys the tools that you need to make the jobs as best as you can across the company. Because I think you guys are incredible representatives of the company. Right. And I want to do something for you guys. I don't think you guys had an opportunity to finish your lineman school and get your license. Mascot has a school.
Really?
And my commitment today to you is I'm going to pay for both of you to get your lineman certificate.
Speechless, man.
I want you guys to advance. I want you guys to reach for your dreams.
I never knew things like this existed, you know?
You guys are immigrants,
right.
Just like my family. And once upon a time, somebody reached their hand down to my dad, and they gave him a chance. And he was able to build this and give me and my family everything. And I'm a big believer in education. So we have a scholarship fund. And next year, I want to have a special scholarship called the Duran Brothers Scholarship. And I want you guys to pick one kid in Fort Myers, a Hispanic kid in Fort Myers, and give him $25,000 towards their college education on behalf of you, so that you guys can change somebody's life.
Yeah, that would be great. It's not because of what you're doing for me, it's just the way you're doing it. You're not just helping us, you're helping somebody else. If I ever make it big, I want to do the same thing you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually looking up to you now, and I just met you the other day. Remember when I told you God works in a mysterious way? Speechless, don't know what to say. I'm thinking like I'm dreaming right now.
You know, of all the people that I met during the week, you're probably the one that had the most experience in all the different parts of Mascot.
I've tried to learn it all.
And for that, I say thank you. I want you to get all your family, and I want you to go and use my home in the Bahamas. And I want you to take a big family trip out there. I'm gonna cover all the expenses, all the airfare for wherever you want to take. We'll get you a boat to go fishing. You know, that's a token of my appreciation and gratitude for everything you've done for this business.
You couldn't ask for nothing no better. And it would be greatly appreciated, I guarantee you.
You know, one of the things that you talked about, which probably impacted me as much in this week as anything else, is when you talked about my father, and you said that he had come out and visited you in the hospital. And one of the things you said is, since the old man died,
yeah,
you know, I haven't seen the kids come around. That was a realization.
Yeah.
It really affected me. So I'm gonna make a commitment that I'm getting out there a lot more.
I think it'd make a big difference.
I wanna do something for you. I wanna give you $25,000.
Man.
And a lot of that has to do with the lessons that you've taught me this week.
I thank you a lot, I really do.
You know, my father passed away 14 years ago. Sitting in that truck with you that day, it's like if he was talking to me. That's what that meant to me. For it to have meant that much to you, for you to talk about it, really helped me realize how important that is and how much more I need to do that. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. Thank you so much, man.
It made me feel good to hear that, you know, he wanted to get out and kind of check over the company. You know, I believe he'll be around. I am ready for that vacation, and I'm gonna go put my rear end in the sand and my feet in the water.
Rick, you know, you talked about the bonus program and the fact that you don't think it's reachable.
I don't.
If we have a program out there that everybody thinks is bogus and is completely unachievable, then we're doing a disservice because it was actually very negative. So you have my commitment that I'm gonna fix that.
My guys work hard for me, and they deserve better.
I want them to get ahead. I want them to have opportunities, and that's gonna be because of you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
You talked about your fiance and the fact that, you know, you'd love to get married, but, you know, you don't have the money. You know, I learned a lot of lessons from you that day. Maybe I wasn't that good at the work, but I was listening. And I'd like to pay for your wedding and your honeymoon. I'd like to give you $20,000 for you to get married and take her on a proper honeymoon.
That'd be awesome. She's gonna flip out.
There's something else I want to do for you. You told me about your fiance's sister. What I like to do is I like to give you $25,000 for her care. I want you to use it as you please, to give you guys some time to make your marriage work.
It's incredible. I can't believe this is happening, really. I mean, it's...
Thank you for what you do for us.
Things like this don't happen to people like me.
It's happening. Over the last 4 years, we've had an incredible ride, but at the same time, it's not all about revenue, it's not all about growth. There's a human touch to the business.
How are you, Jose Mas?
Nice to meet you.
Jose Mas?
Our people need to have a feeling that they're welcome, that they're part of the family. But I also know we're not going to get there, we're not going to be there if people don't know me.
¿Cómo te llamas? Mucho gusto.
You know, I've really fallen short of going out and really touching people and really being visible to the company.
I'm Jose Mas, man. It's good to see you, man. I used to work in the summers. I remember you. I was a little kid running around. Thank you for everything you've done and for being with us for so long.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Great seeing you.
Have a good night.
All right, take care.
You know, my father built this business. He started in the trenches, worked his way up. You know, people knew him. He was out there, and you know, looking back at the last couple of years, you know, really something that's been missing. So I'm committed to really making that happen.